Hey, everybody, and welcome to our coverage of WWE Evolution, the all women's PLE spectacular taking place for WWE tonight. We have, I think, 7 matches on the card. Steven, are you excited? Have you come down from the highs of Saturday night's main event yet?
The high of Seth Rollins being injured for a year, probably, and who knows how long
Yeah,
it's going to be. But
it's unfortunate.
yeah,
How about them going off air like in the middle of Goldberg's retirement speech and cutting him off?
I didn't see that. That's funny.
Um, he didn't think so.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Uh, anyway, he brought like everybody from his past to the thing.
Does that include Bret Hart?
It does not. Everybody from his past who likes him. So like 5 people. No, there's more than that. DDP was there, and the cat from back in WCW days, and
yeah,
some of the old crew were there, and it was very emotional. Steven, he did get the jackhammer off, went for the pin. It was the thing where the ref was like knocked out, and another one had to run in and 1, 2, and kick out, and then he eventually lost. It's very sad.
Did he get pinned or did he get tapped out?
I think he got put in the chokehold.
Gotcha.
I didn't see I didn't see any of it actually. I just read a little bit about it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like Saturday night's main event wasn't doing a ton for me. And I've been it's almost like I've been on a break with WWE for a little bit.
Yeah.
We're taking a break, but we're back tonight because I really like the women's division, and I think that there could be some really good stuff here. So we've got a few minutes to go now until we get into the main card. And why aren't you? There we go. Signed in. Watch now. Okay. I suppose I should start it for all of it to happen.
You are breaking up for me. Sorry. Hopefully it's fixed.
How's that? Better?
Yeah, I think so. I can hear you now. So.
Excellent. So we've got some time to do some picks of the 7 matches going on tonight. So, Steven, let's start with the Women's World Championship match. It's Io Sky defending against Rhea Ripley. What I assume will be the main event?
Yeah, it has to be.
So what's your pick for this one? Who do you got?
I'm picking, unfortunately, Rhea Ripley. I just am bored of it. She is a great wrestler who I'm tired of. And I think a little bit of break from the main event picture just for a little bit wouldn't hurt her. Though I guess I am a little wondering who could step up, and I think that's part of the problem. But I don't know. I'd like to see Io keep it for a little bit longer. I feel like she just won it and then didn't do anything really with it. But that's not necessarily her fault. But I will be happy if she wins, if Io wins. But I'm going to pick Rhea.
Yeah, I am too. And I think so. I really like Rhea Ripley, but I'm kind of with you on the whole. We need to give other people a shot to grow and develop into main eventers. And I think one of the unfortunate side effects of TKO owning WWE now is that they want surefire things in their main events, especially when there's a big show around the corner.
Yeah.
And they really want to be able to market it for the money and all that. And so you want Rhea Ripley to be around the main event at SummerSlam.
Plus, if you're doing Evolution obviously they are, you kind of want to give it to the woman who's been carrying the women's brand for the last few years. And that's definitely Rhea. So being in this match, I get, even if like in a vacuum, it's a little bit like, again,
If we're sitting here
If
a
she
year from
wins-
now saying Rhea Ripley defending again, then yeah, that's a problem. But you got to be willing to take chances and develop some other talent. Not, by the way, not even saying Io Sky needs to be developed. She's phenomenal.
Yeah, she's great.
But there's other talent in the women's division too that is a step away, that is just kind of getting not an opportunity to shine as much. And part of that's just due to there being a really top heavy A tier of talent.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've got Rhea winning this thing. I think it'll be a good match, though. I think their styles contrast well. And I look forward to kind of seeing how it plays out. So, all right, the women's WWE Women's Championship match. We have Tiffany Stratton defending against Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer. Steven, is this going to be the women's version of like last night? Is it going to be the? I mean, I don't think it'll be that, whatever. But Trish Stratus, sorry, can still go.
Yeah, I just don't think
do
there's
like
any
things.
Wins, and unless you're doing honoring her, because I don't. Did she ever win it at Evolution or? I'm gonna. I mean, it's got to be Stratton, right? Like going into Slam.
I would, yeah.
Stratton against, because that's the match, right? Cargill. I feel like Trish Stratus against Cargill might be a little bit of a dud. I like Tiffany a lot. I worry her ability to carry Cargill a little bit. Cargill's look better.
She has, and I'm really interested to see how she does tonight.
Her mic work needs work, but I just can't see Trish being the one carrying it in SummerSlam.
The only way I see Trish Stratus coming out on top here is if somebody like Nia Jax were to get involved and cost Tiffany Stratton, but I just don't see it. I
feel a little bit for Nia that she's not even on this card. I feel
like in the Battle Royal though, I assume.
Oh, that's right. They're not. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They are. She's going to be in that.
But no, she's not getting like a match, a singles match. So yeah, I'm with you there. But I also I feel a little bit for Tiffany Stratton because I feel like we're in this portion of her title run now, where we're just kind of putting her up against whoever's there that we can get a match with, and it's not really furthering a whole lot of storylines or anything like that, or her character, but it's just about getting her to SummerSlam at this point. And really it's the match won't be about her. It's going to be about
Jade and Naomi.
And
probably Bianca.
And Bianca.
If Bianca does something in this match, which I'm...
Yeah, in the battle.
I could see. Yeah. No, she's the special guest referee.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So we'll see.
Is she going to come out like Shawn Michaels and referee style?
I don't know.
So the Women's Intercontinental Championship triple threat match. We are running it back. Or no. This is what I said. We will run back at SummerSlam. Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Lyra Valkyria. Becky defending. I've got Becky walking out with this thing.
Yeah, I'm going with Becky too, for the same reasons. I can see Bayley winning it. I unfortunately don't see Lyra here winning, but who knows? Trips does like to throw a curveball once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to go with Becky. I'm very excited for this match, though.
Me too. I think this is set up to have Lyra Valkyria win in the end. But I just think the end is a ways away yet. So, and we know, they like their long stories right now. So, all right. Hopefully it's good. Okay, the Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match. See, I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't have even, I don't think, told you 4 women's tag teams prior to last week. And that's
Yeah,
not being dismissive. That's because they put nothing into this division.
Yeah.
So we've got.
It's
Yeah, let me read the teams first, and then go ahead. Raquel is defending against the Kabuki Warriors, who reunited and immediately get a shot. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and Sol Ruka and Zarya. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it just sucks because they put zero effort in their tag divisions for the women. The men's have kind of gotten better, especially on SmackDown.
Yes.
Raw's, I couldn't tell you half of the teams. I think I can name the New Day and Judgment Day, and only because the New Day is iconic and the Judgment Day are the biggest faction, or second biggest now. Most longevity faction.
Sure.
For the women, they keep cutting the people you would want to see here. I like Lash Legend and oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the other one's name. But one of them got released, and I think it was the other one because I think Lash is still around. And so they keep cutting the tag teams. So why even have the belts anymore? This is obviously here to get the most amount of women on the card, which is what you'd want from Evolution, but you're just throwing a belt there because you can't really take it away. Yeah, this just sucks. It sucks for everybody involved. I think Raquel and Roxanne hold on because, it depends how close Liv is to coming back. I think there's a chance Charlotte and Alexa win. I don't know.
Give me Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair here. That's. I think I said that in our prediction show. My mind hasn't changed. I think that's where we'll go. It's time for Judgment Day to drop that because we really need to start accelerating the rift there.
Yeah.
And then I think, you don't put Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair back together, especially since Charlotte's gotten more positive reaction as part of this story than when she was challenging for the big belt. So I think it's just too big of an asset to have not doing anything with the belt, both of them. So have them as champions and see what they can do with it. That's kind of where I see it going. Okay. Battle Royal for a women's championship match at Clash in Paris. I don't get why they don't just do this for a match against the other person at SummerSlam, like the one that isn't Queen of the Ring matched with, But I do know why, because potentially it's all going to be part of the story that, Clash of Paris has something happen at. But this is going to have pretty much everybody in the women's division that isn't elsewhere on this card, maybe some that are. Steven, thoughts on this?
I mean, it's a good way to get the rest of the women into the ring. Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. I guess the biggest thing I'm interested in is the Secret Hervis and Chelsea Green to see how, if there's anything that happens with them, because they're just kind of funny. And I don't know who's going to win this, dude.
I don't know.
I guess Stephanie Vaquer, maybe.
Yeah, I like that pick. We'll go that.
I could see Chelsea winning this too.
Yeah. How long do you think this is going to last?
12 minutes.
I don't think it's going to last long. You might be about right there. But I think this can be the type of thing where we're going to see a ton of eliminations right away.
And I have a feeling this is going to be for the U.S. Women's Championship belt. What's funny is the card that shows it. Oh, it's Clash in Paris, not even SummerSlam. So I don't even.
That's what I'm saying. Why isn't this? Why doesn't this just get you to
SummerSlam?
The other SummerSlam title match? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
Queen in the
something-
Ring gets you to one, and then have this be for the other one. But it's not because it's just part of long-term planning, right? And storyline and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I'll go Stephanie Vaquer. I don't think they see Chelsea Green as main event yet. I don't know that I don't think I do. Honestly, like I like her. I think she's a great
I
talent.
do. I think for a second, like maybe a secondary card, like start putting her in that picture. Maybe not winning, but as a one-off match. She's a great character, and I think she's a good wrestler.
But she's got to drop a little bit of the comedy act, I think, to really be a championship contender. And by comedy act, Steven, I mean comedy act inside the match. You know, like you can be funny as a character.
Yeah.
But the match itself.
You know Nikki Bella is winning this, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. If this was anybody else's, I could, like, if someone else was in charge of booking.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Even a no holds barred match, which is different than a. Where is this happening?
Oh man,
is this in Atlanta? Is this all in Atlanta this weekend?
I feel like it is.
I don't know.
I'm trying to find it. Yeah, State Farm Arena in Georgia.
Okay. So it's not which is different from an Atlanta street or Georgia street fight versus whatever else. But yeah, it's no holds barred. Special guest referee Bianca Belair. It is Jade Cargill challenging against Naomi, Miss Money in the Bank. We're not challenging, just taking on. Yeah, who do you got here?
This is so tough. And it shouldn't be because Cargill's going into a championship match in a month or in less than a month at SummerSlam. And so, like, it has to be her. But putting Bianca here, I can see a world where Naomi wins through Bianca accidentally, in quotes. Where they're not ready to do the flip yet, but like they're teasing it.
Sure.
But I'm gonna pick Cargill because again, SummerSlam's like 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
And so if you're gonna have Cargill face off against Tiffy or Trish, it's gonna be one of the two. How do you have her lose here? And then go into that making you think that she's going to win there. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah, I don't think you do. And I don't know, there's a history in the trips, well, not even in the trips era, but just at times with Money in the Bank winners kind of going on a bit of a losing streak.
Yeah. I mean, Tiffy was kind of like beaten up a lot until she, you know, that's what made her like, well, she's also just a likable character, which helped. I'm loving the Naomi like bits, including the caution tape. It was a joke, but like it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's kind of caught on. And I'm in on it too.
If Naomi is unsuccessful in her cash in, I'm going to be a little unhappy. I think she deserves it.
I don't think she will be.
She was one who I was kind of like on. I mean, I know I didn't have the Funkadactyls in my head, like I know you
I'm scarred.
did, but like she wasn't that entertaining. I hated her finisher, and then she put on a match against Nia like at the end of not last year, the year before. I think it was towards the end of it, and it was like, damn, that was a really really good match. And I'm like, okay, and she's just had some good ones. I still say her finisher is god awful, but like, she's a pretty good wrestler and a fun character. So,
I'm with
that's. I would like to see her be successful. I'm a big Naomi stan right now.
And finally, the NXT Women's Championship match: Jacy Jayne versus Jordynne Grace. Jacy Jayne defending. To be honest, Steven, I don't really watch much NXT, so I can't tell you. I don't know where this is at.
You pick one, and I'm going to pick the other one.
Jordynne Grace.
One of us. All right, Jacy Jayne. One of us will be correct.
Hooray! It's
I
all
can
time for
see.
Young
I
Bucks. Go
mean,
ahead.
yeah, I don't know what the NXT storyline is looking like right now, or how long she's been champ. I think when we did our predictions for like 45 days, so it'd be about the time like I could see her losing. It'd be a weird time to bring her up to the main roster right now, though. I feel like we actually have a problem with not having enough storylines for people, and I don't know if we need more people up.
Then we have a problem not having enough TV time for people.
Yeah, yes.
Because there are some people that need 30 minutes a show.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna go with JC Jane just for funsies.
For
but
fun.
I mean,
Okay.
Jordan Grace is obviously the one who appeared at the Rumble and got a big pop, and kind of put her name in front of a lot of people's faces. So wouldn't be shocked. On Friday, Tyler, was bored, and I didn't want to watch like SmackDown from the middle, so I actually turned on AEW, and man, even like the 10 minutes I watched of it, or 20, I can't remember. I think I ended up switching over to Games Done Quick. I remember that was on. It just feels better, like the broadcast. Something about
like AEW feels better.
Yeah. The wrestling, it just feels more like for the fans, but not in that way where it's like fans are booking things, because that I think is where Tony Khan had some problems before.
Yeah.
But it just feels like it's just a better product. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
I think the way I would say it is AEW doesn't feel as like packaged as WWE.
Yeah. And it's not a
feels very
minute like
corporate packaged, built around sponsors and shit like that. And that drives me nuts. It's like every time you see a WWE person we always have to do our fucking walk-in shots because big shock that somebody arrived at the arena when they're wrestling tonight, Steven. But make sure we caught that. But there's like half the time you'll catch fucking sponsor shots in the background, a can of something or an ad or whatever, So Trish Stratus arrives like in a wrestling gear out of the parking garage. So I think while we're watching all this, we need to take time to congratulate the Club World Cup champions, the world champions from Chelsea, who in all reality, Stephen, had their way with PSG today.
They did.
Did you watch any of it?
I did not.
Okay. You should have, especially the end.
I saw the fight.
Oh no, after the fight, there was something worse that happened.
What?
And somehow more funny all at the same time. Someone had to come out to hand out all of the trophies.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Chelsea's grown on me a little, Steven. Cole Palmer looked at him the first time because he got like one of the trophies.
Yeah.
But the second time, he wouldn't even look at him. One Chelsea guy, shook his hand really quickly and then wiped his hand on his shirt in front of him. But here's the best part, Steven. This is the part that's like, Jesus Christ, this fucker. When he and FIFA guy, I don't know FIFA guy's name, they take the trophy over to hand it to Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
And FIFA guy, when they hand it off to the captain and whoever else, because like two people need to hold this damn thing. FIFA guy's like doing the brush with Trump to get him off the stage. He won't leave. He wants to be there for the celebration. He's right in the middle, front and center, of course.
Yeah, because it's about him.
Yeah. And then Chelsea players started pushing themselves in front of him. And FIFA guy just basically had to go and like nudge him back out of there. Like he needs it to be about him. So they're a club from fucking London, England. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, way to make everything about you. surprised one of them didn't look at him and be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
I'll say I like this intro video package they're doing with kind of the history of the women's wrestlers mix and like the modern. It's just kind of cool.
Yes, I agree.
And poor Lillian Garcia, big fan.
Mm-hmm.
She's out sick.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And actually, Naomi's story, Steven, real quick, is a good example of the evolution of women's wrestling in the last 15 years. She was a backup dancer for fucking Brodus Clay.
Yeah.
Who sucked. Before he became an alt-right stooge on Fox News. But he sucked in the ring. He wasn't any good. and he had backup dancers, the Funkadactyls, and she was one of them. And so she was just seen as like eye candy, really.
Yeah.
And then her whole gimmick was about the glow in the dark and all that, you know, and it was just never really about her as a wrestler. And now I feel like we're there. Which is
when do you think we're gonna get the first female like ring commentator? Because now would be the time to have like some women and like commentators
on the desk. Renee Young was on the desk for a while back in like 2018-ish.
Okay. That was when I wasn't watching.
And I don't remember why they took her off. I think Vince didn't like what she was doing there. Probably. And it didn't work from like how they played off of each other.
Yeah.
But I think that you look at great women that are in that industry, right? Whether it's for baseball or whatever. One thing they all say is like, look, the people around me, these men who have been doing this for a long time, like they were very welcoming. They treated me as an equal from the beginning, and they made sure I was successful. And I didn't get the sense that was happening for her. And it's unfortunate. Are you going to come out and lead us in a thank you Vince chant again?
Wait, who did that?
She did.
Oh, Stephanie?
Yeah.
I have Joe Tessitore on screen right now.
Oh, you're...
Oh, so it is Steph. So there is a woman on the...
And actually, Stephanie McMahon, but she went out to the ring when Vince retired the first time. Remember that suddenly on a Friday and then SmackDown was like that night?
Yeah, I remember. I remember the thank you, Vince. I didn't see, like I was behind. That's why I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Or like, I don't think Tessitore was even there.
You mean the only other one?
I think we're caught up now.
What's that?
I think we're tied now. Like,
yeah. I refreshed, so.
Yeah, me too. Are they regularly main eventing?
I mean, definitely on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hey, it was like a massive deal when Lita and Trish Stratus main evented Raw back in whatever year. And even Stephanie McMahon, like she used to be the butt of like boob job jokes every week.
Oh yeah.
Chris Jericho would make fun of her boobs every week.
Well, the bottom bowl's packed. The middle part doesn't look.
Those are the suites, though, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. I do love the Playboy shirt right there. And
I was going to say that, too.
Bringing back to, like...
All we're missing is, like, Hooters back there.
How many KODs does Bianca hit?
By the way, have you even noticed that Pat McAfee's been off TV for weeks or
I
months?
haven't because I haven't been watching SmackDown.
He's been tired, Steven.
Has he?
Yeah.
Is he getting ready to go on the college foosball?
Hope so.
I won my first college football game against Kent State 21-14.
There you
Well, I
go.
guess it would have been 20-14 in overtime.
Okay.
I do not know why I'm so like having so much trouble with that. With the gameplay. I just don't know. Like, I'm not playing as someone bad.
UCLA is like decent. They're not great, but they're
like
not
84.
bad. Yeah, they're not bad. That's better than the Gophers are in the game. By the way, I can't wait for the day that freaking Pat McAfee's an announcer on that game.
Yeah, I can wait for that.
And this game, for that matter.
God. I actually can see Lyra winning this. I was a no until the very, very, very first thing they showed right before the show started, where they mentioned Lyra taking it back from the two legends or whatever they want to call them. And I could see it being a symbolic passing of the torch here at Evolution. I think Lyra eventually walks away from this champion. Just depends if it happens here or at Slam.
And I wonder how long they'll keep this feud kind of going.
I can't see it lasting a ton longer. Actually, and the reason I see Bayley winning here is so she gets that title that has, well, I wouldn't say eluded her because it's been around for 6 months, but
she's another person who her last title run was underwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think she deserves better. And that's the problem. Whenever they do put someone different, put the strap on someone different, they don't really know what to do with them. So then they go back to Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Because Rhea Ripley's easy to have as champion. You just have her show up and kick ass, you know, and can we do this event in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. I think Saudi probably doesn't like that.
I'm surprised they didn't do the Goldberg match there. I think it's just because he wanted to be in Atlanta.
Hometown.
Are you going to watch Heads of State, Steven?
What's that? Is that the Cena and
Idris Elba?
I kind of want to as a just like, this is a dumb fun movie.
Do you think Cena hugs Idris Elba and then his face just turns to stone and then he kicks him in the nuts? That's like his move now. It does actually look fun.
Yeah.
And his cameo in Superman was great.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that spoilers, but sorry if you heard that.
Sorry.
Yes, I loved Peacemaker, and I think Peacemaker season 2 is filming now, so I'm excited. Oh, it is. No, it's already done filming. I saw a trailer for it.
Yeah, it's out in like February, I think, or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Season 5 of The Boys wrap, Steven?
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
I will, because the show's been...
It's just so... I know. I'm going to wait for it to be... Because this is last season, and then I'm just going to go through it. But it's just so, like, on the nose that it's, like, hard to watch.
I know.
For that reason.
I know.
This makes sense, by the way. I think it's also going to be an all-woman referee. Because I think they have enough.
It is funny how triple threat matches just are a series of one-on-one matches with somebody resting.
Saves a lot of people.
It does.
You can have long matches and
you can have more big spots too. I used to not love triple threat matches, but they've grown on me a ton. Fatal 4-Way can get a little too crowded sometimes.
Yeah, I think 3 is where it's good. I can live with the 4-Way sometimes.
Especially when they get nuts and they're like paired off. Some 2 are in the ring and 2 are out in the like crowd, jumping off ladders and shit. Like that's more fun.
See, now that Lyra's actually been in like storylines that are interesting, I've grown on her a lot. When she was the champion, it was boring because she didn't do anything. But now that she's not the champion, or even when she won at like Mania, like she was more interesting because it was she was with people that can help the storyline. That's their problem.
Yeah, and I think part of the issue too, at least for me, is that the belt wasn't given any importance.
No.
Neither one, really.
Nope.
Like the other one turned into, because this is the Intercontinental, right? The SmackDown one is the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The US one especially was turned into like the comedy bit. Which, okay. I mean, the Secret Harvest was fun, and I did enjoy it on TV every week. But back in the pay-per-view days, would anybody buy a pay-per-view to see if somebody's going to unseat Chelsea Green? The way the story was being told, and it has nothing to do with Chelsea Green. You know?
No.
And I don't think the answer is yes. Same with Lyra Valkyria and the Intercontinental title up until last month. So, or 2 months ago.
This match is high octane from the get. Which is
you had to kind of figure it coming out of the gate. First match.
Yeah. We'll see if it slows down, but my money's on no. Mostly because it's a triple threat.
Yeah.
It's harder to slow it down in the triple threat. Unless they pull the table out and we're definitely getting a table tonight.
Oh, for
Gotta
sure.
give the fans what they want. Also, the Angels drafted a pitcher who, at number 2, when the number 1 pitcher was available, and the guy was like number 16 on a lot of people's lists, or on like Bowden's list.
So the Nats took Holiday?
No, the Nats took Willits. The Rockies ended up with Holiday, I think, at 4. Because the number 3 team picked the overall number 1 pitcher, the guy from LSU. So I'm like, what are we doing? I can't even enjoy the future because they're trying to draft a guy that can come in and like pitch 2 months from now. Just zero. It's so frustrating.
Because I mean, Steven, LSU has no track record for good pitching prospects recently.
So
that Skeens guy sucks.
I hate them. Like, obviously, that guy's like good enough. He would have been a first-round draft pick, but in the middle of the first round, you have the number 2 pick. So dumb.
I hate when teams, especially when you're in the top 3 or whatever, or 4, try to be the smart one that knows better than the consensus fucking rankings, you know?
Let's see.
It's crazy. We've been watching, WWE fans have been watching these 2 in big matches for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's also crazy to think that SummerSlam's in like 2 weeks.
I know.
All right, I'll be back in a minute. Somebody urgently has to go out.
Well, that was fun. been a good match so far. High flying and fun. If it ends in a surprise roll up, that would be very saddening. Hello, Kyle. I don't know if you're still here, but.
Okay. That was a cool move.
Yeah. That's fun, Kyle. Or can be. Sometimes it's fun to start fresh. I did notice, Tyler, a certain advertisement being in the center of the ring, which I can't
Yeah.
tell if it's patronizing or not. I feel like yes.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Do you think it's their way of being? There might be a couple things at play. They might even be like, this is all about the women, even the centerpiece advertisements, right? So it might be that.
Yeah, I feel like you lose
But,
a little bit when you still have Riyadh in the corners, but
right. Also, the Naked Gun, which is like teenage boys potty humor, you know?
yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the new movie's like humor is like. I still say though, the like baseball, like the whole baseball scene in the original.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever laughed as hard. Sober. I might have had drinks, I can't remember. But it was like that was hilarious. I was just dying through the entirety of that.
So I'm definitely gonna go see it. But do you know what I think is gonna happen soon?
What?
I think what I'm gonna learn is that my sense of humor has changed.
Yeah.
And that like
Do these to be the
slapstick
same type
physical
of jokes?
humor. It'll be a lot of like the slapstick physical humor because Liam Neeson's like 71. It's not like you can do a lot, you know.
Yeah, and well, I feel like Leslie Nielsen had like the perfect delivery too, though, for it.
Yeah, and he was a lifelong comedian, right? He'd done Airplane, he'd done other shit.
Yeah.
Like he was, I don't know if he was lifelong, but he'd been at it for longer. Liam Neeson's 6 months out of making the pedestrian where he kicks the shit out of people that don't use the crosswalk or something. I don't know. But,
Does sound like it'd be a Liam Neeson movie.
you know,
Nightwing on Bailey too. God, I knew it was going to end in a stupid roll up. I just had the
that's
feeling.
why we're
like
running it
20
back. It
minutes
has
ago,
to be stupid like this.
and I almost said, like, this match is going to be ruined by a dumb surprise roll up. And and I wish I would have because I called it in my head. But you're right. To get it back. But I mean, overall, it was a good match. Fun.
I feel like
Good
Bailey
high
might win at
octane.
SummerSlam.
And just Lyra disappears for a while, which is dumb and annoying.
I don't know.
I mean, I could see it. I've come around on the Rose plan a little bit. I used to think it was really, really, really dumb, but now I just think it's like kind of a little dumb.
Are you excited for Jelly Roll v Logan Paul at SummerSlam?
You think Drew's going to be involved in that? You think it's going to be Drew and Logan Paul against Jelly Roll and Orton?
I do. I'm not laughing because I'm making it up, Steven. I'm laughing because of your reaction. But yeah,
I'm gonna just straight go to like AEW. Like WWE is just trying to make sure that we go to AEW. Because by all accounts, they're having fun over there.
Yeah.
And I'm not having a ton of fun over here.
You have Drew come back from being gone so he can be in a feud that involves Jelly Roll and Logan Paul.
And lose. You know they're going to lose.
Oh, totally.
Mate, wow. I hope what I texted you last night comes to fruition.
Good.
That'd be the only way I'd be okay with it, is if Drew does lose, like, early second match of the night type thing. Oh, well, I guess there's 2 nights, so, do it the second night.
How many episodes of LFG do you think you can watch in a row before just being like, I can't fucking do this?
I don't know if I could get through one of them. I feel like it's one of those things where the legends are just bullying
They're
the new
insufferable.
guys. Like, do you remember it was like it was before NXT. Um,
She must be thrilled to have that dude right behind her, like flying over. But he's trimmed up. Good for him.
it's hard to cheer Ava on too much
Oh, hell
when
yeah.
she is deaf. You're a little ahead, but yeah. Yay, Vicky. Dude, that guy sitting next to her has got to be like living the dream. He seemed very happy.
I would be too. She's like one of my favorite WWE characters ever. Like if she was Edge's boyfriend and they're out there fucking making out on the stage in front of everybody.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's hard to like really clap for Ava when like there's a little bit of a nepotism angle there. Um, I don't know how good she is as an NXT GM because I'm not don't watch it, but
Mhm.
so that should beat Stephanie Vaquer for the championship with a little bit of help.
But anyway, yeah, the NXT is like anybody that's younger that has any confidence or, you know, wants to try something, they're immediately like bullied into the ground for not having enough respect.
Yeah,
And it's like,
but I think it was Hardcore Holly or something was like just like beating up people in the ring in the like the original like before NXT was a thing. It was I think it was the show The Miz
tough
was
enough,
on.
tough
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, Tough Enough sounds right. And he was like whatever I forget what it's called in wrestling where you giving receipts. But to people who just were like trying to come up and it was ridiculous and it's just bullying. It's
Yeah.
it's like hazing basically.
Oh,
That's what it
totally.
just feels like it is.
And here's the thing, like there are unwritten rules in wrestling, like there aren't anything else, right? Any other industry or
Yeah.
club or whatever. Teach them, like help them instead of beating it into them. But I know their whole thing is because this is how they learned it from some like douchebag in the middle of like West Texas.
Yeah.
You know, it's they learn to just beat the shit out of somebody, and then if they still come back, then they really want to do it. You know, like okay,
See, this is where I'm happy they have a little like promo
yeah,
package.
same.
'Cause I have no idea what's going on. Though this package makes me more sure that it's going to be a Jordan, but All right, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be back in like a minute.
All right. Yeah, sorry, Kyle, didn't see it till now. Those are always helpful. I always buy like a big ass plastic thing with a bunch of different like sizes of nails and tacks and everything. It's in my closet. Just in case.
Never mind. I thought my wife she went and grabbed dinner. I thought she was on her way back, but I think she just left.
Funny how on the night of WWE Evolution, Steven, you send your wife food.
I was gonna order delivery, but she offered to pick it up, to save some money. So
Yeah.
guess what I'm having for dinner?
What's that?
Wingstop.
Stop. Yeah.
It's the classic WWE.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Today.
It just became my order.
You know what's on TBS right now? Not original, the remake of Ocean's 11.
Oh, the Ocean's. Wait. Oh, you mean the like Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
One? Yeah, okay.
The original Brad Pitt Clooney, but it's a remake of the Rat Pack.
Yeah.
But that movie is tremendous.
It's one of my favorite movies ever. It's so rewatchable.
Did we get it onto our list?
If we didn't, we probably should think about it because that's like the original, like where you put a bunch of famous people in and it's a great time.
Also, I mean, if there's any movie where somebody's like, tell me a movie that just reeks coolness, it's that.
That must be one of the NXT referees because I haven't seen her before.
Yeah. In true WWE fashion, like every one of these matches tonight should end with like a man interfering and causing.
We've come a long way from Carmella sending
James
what's
Ellsworth.
his face up the
Yeah. You say we've come a long way, Steve. That was 8 years ago.
Yeah, well, we've come a long way. And even that came a long way from the lingerie matches.
Braun panties and
the pig matches and the.
Remember Vicky Guerrero's last match was a mud.
The mud pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she threw Stephanie McMahon into the mud at the end.
I still remember when I think it was Ashley Michaels was doing the Playboy, and she was like the Playboy centerfold, and came down to the ring with the Playboy like stickers on her boobs, and that was like, the mid aughts. That was what we were getting.
I remember when Mae Young whipped her breasts out on the Royal Rumble during.
She was like 70.
What's that?
She was like 70.
Yeah, she's in her 70s. It was Royal Rumble, I think 2000. She just whipped them out in the middle of the like lingerie show or something, nightgown show that their competition they were having at the Royal Rumble. Because that seems like a good place for that. I mean, Royal Rumble isn't good enough on its own. We need, nightgown competition. Lingerie. Or when she got pregnant with Mark Henry and gave birth to a glove, a hand. It was one or the other.
So, like I said, come a bit of a ways.
Yeah, we made progress. It's come along. I mean, reality is, until what, Stan, like 6-ish years ago, there was generally only one women's match on any pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, most viewers saw it as the best.
Yeah.
It was often put on right before the main
event.
It was like the cool down match from whatever happened before it, and then into the main event.
Do you know my favorite thing about WWE officials and
What's that?
and referees is, like, okay, in every other sport, right? The refs do their homework on the teams, and they're like, they probably get things to look out for, right? But not in WWE. No, we have a faction who's known for doing dirty things. Also, the refs in baseball, the umps, like when there's a call that they're not sure if they got right, the first thing they do when they get back into their locker room is they watch it, and they see. And so, like, theoretically, the refs should do that too. Like, what did I miss here, right? But instead of like learning from it, oh, I got to look out for these two coming in when I'm talking to the other wrestler. No, we're just going to keep doing it. And it's these little things that, like, I definitely need to keep suspending my disbelief, but it's hard not to when you're like, I want to be fully invoked or into this, right? And these things kind of take me out a little bit. I don't know. But I don't necessarily want them gone, but there's no right answer here. It's something I just
that and like, if I'm the general manager of Raw or SmackDown, right? I've long ago determined that way too many matches end when a referee has been bumped and is dead.
Yeah.
Or should have ended when that happened. So I'm having backup referees, like in that little, that area where the chairs are and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I have one in there, just kind of ready to
go.
You
know what we need, Tyler?
What?
We need automated refereeing.
We do.
No one's calling for it.
Can we get it like baseball where they just tap their head now and like and all the traditionalists, all the judges on LFG lose their shit? They're using it in the baseball game Tuesday, and people are having a meltdown.
Yeah. Well, I already saw earlier this season, one of the MLB umpires getting a little bit their egos hurt when a player kind of maybe tapped their helmet, but also could have just been adjusting. It was one of those, like, if you're looking for it, it looks like he's tapping his helmet, but if you're like want to believe he's not, it looks like he's adjusting.
So the first
it might have been one of those things where it was kind of a like, it wasn't the first week. It was like a month or two ago.
I was gonna say though, the first week this year, I would have just been like, okay, whatever. We were doing it a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
But after that, it's like, but yeah, I mean,
it was like this. It like kind of looked like he was going for it, and then I was like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna be smart. But he got thrown, he got tossed, and it's just one of those things. Like, if you make a bad call, and it's not that egregious of like I'm drawing a line in the sand, sort of thing. Like, you're just being a little baby as an umpire.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm usually on kind of tend towards the umpire side.
They get it right a lot more than they don't.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and I'm
Um,
just saying indisputed calls. They end up being right in those much
Yeah.
more than they're not. Did you see
But anyways, I was
Ballerina
gonna
2?
say both
Oh, sorry.
Jordan Grace and JC Jane look very good.
You do.
This looks like a match that would be on the main roster.
Yeah.
And I will say WWE has a much better. Even a few years ago, the women's division was a little bit the S tiers and then the A tiers and then the like. Okay, there's a lot in the B tier and it's noticeably different. This is a lot closer to like, okay, I could see this being a main event for the big belt type match.
Well, and the gaps were a lot wider between those tiers too, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Like, so now, I mean, you've got quite a few. Like, you're right. Both of these two could be on main roster and do just fine. The question is if there's enough for them to do to make it worth doing that right now. And that's part of the problem is like we all hate the releases when they happen, and I do too. But they have too many people on their roster.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you get around that and
Yeah,
still
that's
bring
fair.
up talent? You know?
Yeah. I think where it's just kind of a little bit frustrating is when they release people that they didn't do anything with, and
Right.
it's not really doesn't feel like it's the fault of the wrestler. And then also you have some wrestlers who feel like maybe they should have been released at some point who have been given 7 billion chances. Or like in the case of Braun Strowman, like a very niche role, and or like R-Truth, where who's very entertaining, and then you're cutting him. Like let him. He's also a legend, so let him go when he is ready to go.
Right. Like one that I mean, I still felt bad for him because I'm a human being with empathy, but I understood was Baron Corbin
Yeah,
because they've legitimately tried to get that character to connect with the audience like 10 different ways.
yeah,
And it just didn't happen. And he's a good wrestler. He really is. He's one of the safest wrestlers on the roster. Or was. But it just didn't happen. But like I can see it coming for like Grayson Waller at some point, Austin Theory. It's like, what are they really doing with them?
yeah, but you didn't get involved quick enough, Miss Monroe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, since we're not going to have a pay per view where all men interfere to settle it, can we have one where every match ends in a surprise roll up?
See, that would be very Vince level, Vince-esque. What's the chance of this lady turning on Jordan?
Very high.
I
But why
feel
would you
like it's
do?
also
I mean,
very high. Yep, there it is. It's just suits too easy. Is this an enemy of my enemy? Was that an accident, Michael Cole? You've been doing this for how many years? Like, that was a fun match.
It was. That was good.
Yeah, that's what that feels like. That I don't. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not gonna speculate on this.
I know nothing about that character except for what she just did.
Yeah,
So,
but it's like you saw it coming.
oh, totally, because she's like
WWE is
patting
very
the.
bad at.
Well, she's like hitting the plate as she's talking to her.
I think she might have gotten. JC might have connected with that punch because Jordan was bleeding. That was fun though. All right, now I'll be back.
How's it going, everybody in chat? Are we excited for the Naked Gun? Or for SummerSlam, for that matter? I'll go see it. I don't know if I'm excited. Is it? I don't know. I don't think that's the right word. Yeah, I do. August is always a weird month for movies. Like super hit and miss, and more miss than hit. But I think I'm going to see Naked Gun on the 31st of July. So maybe July rules will apply. I don't know. It's going to be weird because doing like Superman and then Eddington slash I Know What You Did Last Summer, which won't be as good as Eddington, I don't think, but whatever. And then Fantastic Four, and then Naked Gun. I feel like one of those things isn't like the others in terms of quality, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's kind of like January. I feel like it's where all the summer movies that didn't get tested well or that didn't test well.
I'm talking about mid-July movies.
We're talking about August movies.
Ah.
Because like last August was Jesus, that was like a hellscape. Except for Alien Romulus, which was really good. But last August had both Borderlands and Reagan. Good lord. There aren't many better ways to get people to not ever want to buy something like A-List than that. Yeah, I got you on that. I'll get that thing. I saw your message. I just haven't had a chance to reply. So I'll put it through and we'll get it to you. But if I remember, I'll do it tonight. Otherwise, I'll start the processing on it tomorrow.
It is nice to see Oscar back.
Yeah, for sure. I just really wish my theater would get really renovated. They did like a mini renovation and put a like the whole fountain drink station in the back. Rather than right in the front. So it used to be you'd buy your ticket and then turn around, and it was a pain in the ass because you'd have to walk through all the people still waiting in line and fill the drink and then go back the other way again to go towards the heaters. Now you get the cup and whatever at the counter, go and show the dude your barcode and walk straight back, and then it's right there. But I was hoping they would do like a theater renewal or two, and but I also get why you wouldn't want to like put an IMAX theater in like right where I live, because if it was like in the middle of a gigantic metro area, sure, there's just better chance it's gonna be full more. But like the most full I've seen theaters this year were for F1. How to Train Your Dragon wasn't bad, and Superman. What was the other one from the week of that I saw F1? It came out the week after F1.
Superman?
No, before Superman.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that one was. Oh, no, that wasn't very full, and for good reason. People were smarter than I. So I remember the first time I saw anything in IMAX, we went to like the like science museum. It was a school trip, and they had like the big theater there, right? And it's one of those where the theater isn't just like floor to ceiling; it also does the curve, right? And goes around, so it's almost like your entire peripheral vision is, taken up by the screen. And that was like the coolest thing I've ever seen, because they're taking you like Madagascar or some shit, and showing you all that. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I didn't see Lilo and Stitch in theaters, Kyle, so And I
I
was
know me
smart
too.
enough to get in on Minecraft before the dumb shit started. Like I saw Minecraft the first day.
I still need to watch that.
Dude, does Sarah know about Chicken Jockey?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say if she didn't, just have a big ass bucket of popcorn there, and like when it happens, just throw it up in the air and start jumping around. And then because you're jumping, the dogs will start jumping and barking, and that'll
They
make them
would.
more happy.
They would do that.
They do because they think it's like fun time.
Well, it depends. Because if I'm throwing popcorn up, they might not be jumping because they might be
Oh
going
yeah,
after that.
they're going after the popcorn. Yeah, always food first, Steven.
Especially human food.
Oh yeah. Especially Charlie, he's so food driven, and every time he gets something, you think he hadn't eaten in 4 days.
Tyler, I'm glad we got a Can They Coexist team in this.
Hell yeah. It's not really a WWE pay per view without a Can They Coexist?
Well, that was really good. I got they have a Cajun flavor, which is like their original hot mixed with like Louisiana spices.
Okay.
And then I got my usual, the Asian Q one.
Yeah.
And they were good. But they didn't have my Louisiana voodoo fries, which is annoying because I love those. So I got the Cajun corn instead. So, but now I want more because usually the fries fill me up, and now, but I already put everything away.
Yeah.
So I like to save it for the
We'll
future.
just send her back. Be like, go get me more.
Just no, I mean like in the fridge. I put the food.
Oh yeah. No, you're good. I there's like two things food ordering that I like right now. Well, that I like that fit in with one doesn't even really fit in with like the diet I'm trying to be on.
Yeah.
One does. It's Buffalo Wild Wings, it's boneless wings, but the sauce is what I really like, and it's the like Golden Fire or whatever. So it's
Yeah.
hot, but it's got a little bit of like honey in it.
Oh yeah. I love sweet heat. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's really good.
Dude, there's a farmer's market that has like a hot sauce guy, and one of them is it's called Honey I'm the Reaper, and it's Carolina Reaper, so it's pretty spicy, but it's sweet, and it is delicious.
The other is curry, which doesn't with rice does not fit in.
Yeah.
But I really like it. So like once in a while.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put this away. I'll be back in like a minute.
I do appreciate the dogs, and so yeah, definitely send that over.
I'm back.
See, in these matches, fatal four way, right? Any two can be in the ring at one time. When one team does the whole like we're gonna do a double team and we run to the opposite corner and hit them, first, isn't that a tag?
It should be.
Like, yeah, it's a
but
tag.
Again, that's that suspension of disbelief we were talking about.
But yeah. Like that. That was a tag. And that. Also, how do you get to a scenario where there aren't constantly somebody running in to break up a pinfall?
Yeah. Well, you knock them out like that because not that they hit them off the rope. They're
it's like a tornado. Like the leather strap match first, where you got to get all four corners like knocked to the floor, and then.
This is definitely a match that does not work in WWE 2K because for that exact reason, like they will just break up the pins.
Yeah.
So like it's not fun. You can't storytell like you can in the
Right.
That was also a tag.
And I know it's WWE and shouldn't think this hard about it and whatever.
Why did the other lady, why did Sol Ruka not tag in there? She's right there. The other lady had to jump over to tag in.
Because she wasn't supposed to be in yet, Steve.
Yeah, but she could have tagged and then just immediately tagged her partner. Like, can we please? Like, it's these little things that just take me out of it.
Are you mansplaining right now, Steven?
No, it's not a women thing. It's a
I know. I know, and that's why I said, like, because I find myself asking the same things about WWE, but then I'm like, okay, it's WWE, and I have to stop, like, thinking it's operating at this really high intellectual level. I mean, you're expecting Jurassic World storytelling, Steven, and
no, this is better storytelling than that.
Oh, I know, but
Tyler, I forgot
my dog
that
outside
movie
the shit is a better storyline
until you said after, like, in between F1 and Superman.
Yeah.
Okay, the camera angle is not do. You could have tagged her there. I know. I gotta just suspend it.
So your whole mood went down when I told you about Jelly Roll. Like, now you're just like very unhappy with WWE. And I don't blame you.
Okay, we gotta argue with each other.
It's incredible how quickly she's gone from being booed to being
So
cheered.
I did want to talk about that. I was reading something from, it was like an interview with Charlotte, and they were talking about the Tiffany Stratton, that specific,
Yeah, the
what's
two.
it
There
called,
were
promo.
two of them, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it was specifically the one in the ring where she was like, "You're 0 for 3 on marriages,"
yeah.
and I like agree with Charlotte, because I think, I mean, we see this in just entertainment, right? And I think it's even worse now with the prevalence of influencers and stuff, where people have um the parasocial relationships with them. And like Charlotte Flair is a wrestler. And wrestling is probably the hardest out of all the like sports and entertainment things, because it's hard to separate the like character from the person, especially when some
because
of
all
the
the
best
fans only know you as
storylines,
the character.
yeah, and some of the best storylines blend the two.
Yeah,
but I get why she would feel upset and like hurt by those specific things,
I saw that
like
too
the
because she was
comments
like,
on the appearance and the
'cause-
comments on
yeah,
the like marriage. Like I there was a reason Tiffy ran out of the ring after saying it.
yeah.
She didn't want to get punched in the face, for real. So I do feel, because I like Charlotte, and I don't understand people's hatred of her.
I think the hatred is just from a standpoint of she's always in the title picture. Like
but she's also one of the best
ever
women's wrestler, if not the best.
Yeah. So,
and like, I don't hear that same shit for Rhea Ripley.
No.
Who's been in the picture every single, like, for the last like 2-3 years. I mean, I know Charlotte's been going at it for a lot longer, but it's hard because how many people would you have put on Charlotte's level over the last, since she started? Because it's really Becky, Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte, with Alexa Bliss at like the A, and Asuka. Oh, I'd put Asuka up there.
I'd put Asuka before I put Bayley there, but yeah.
But if you have two main shows with two main titles, which they did for a while, I know at one point we got Becky 2 belts, like, they're gonna be in the main picture all the time. And Charlotte was like the most active, I feel like, where she was always wrestling, especially early.
This is the problem with fans knowing that it's, scripted, right?
Yeah.
It's that they want who they want to win.
Yeah.
And there are times where fans revolt and the right thing ends up happening. Cody Rhodes.
That was cool.
Saul
Ruka's had some good moments in this match. So we've gotten 3 really good matches, and this has been very good for being a fatal 4-way tag match.
Yeah, it's been really,
usually is not my
definitely
favorite.
Good.
I'm still waiting for Alexa to be part of the 6.
White 6, yeah.
Saul Ruka's about to get hit in the face right now. Wow. I was almost right. I didn't know what her move was. Don't worry, Charlotte saved her. I like Zaria's like red and white hair.
Yeah. You tagged Alexa Bliss to get into the ring.
I think the legal is Zaria and Raquel.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're right.
Because
Okay.
yeah, she did tag Alexa.
All right.
We'll see if continuity continues here. Because you can't like commercial break it away
No.
like you can
To
on.
fix it, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, they got it.
No, Saul Ruka.
Oh.
Was she illegal? Well, she might have been.
Oh, whatever.
I thought it was Zarya, but it could have been.
It wasn't as screwed up as it looked like it might be for a second. So
I will say the Kabuki Warriors were barely in this.
Yeah. I'm surprised that we retained here.
I'm not.
I just think the Judgment Day will just never die.
They're going to.
And the more it's on life support, the less likely it is to ever die.
I'm looking forward to Saul Ruka coming up to the main roster.
Mm-hmm. So far, it's been a good show.
Yep. I had a feeling it would be.
Oh, they bring it pretty big for this.
Yeah, there's no phoning in here.
Nope.
Because I think they're also looking out for each other. They have something to prove for themselves, but they also don't want to let down the other women.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, Cena takes the spotlight. We're going to change it up from every other show.
What country's Perth?
Australia.
So Crown Jewel not in Saudi, eh? Interesting.
They haven't been in Australia in a couple of years. So I'm halfway through the final book of the High Republic.
Oh, how is it?
Good. It's very like Return of the Jedi-ish in good ways, though.
Yeah.
Where like the whole crew gets together to go off to a mission on a really like forested planet, and then they get split up and have to do different things.
Yeah. Tori Wilson a Hall of Famer?
I don't think so. I think a lot of people from the
you know what I remember about Tori Wilson?
Era. Yeah, a lot of people from the Divas era are gonna be Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
That probably objectively wouldn't be if they wrestled in like this era right now.
Mighty Molly Holly.
Cardinal Shirts guy is having like a time.
Yeah.
They just keep switching the women in those seats, by the way, because he was behind somebody else before.
Yeah. He was behind who was it?
It wasn't Vicky, it was somebody else.
Oh, it was the one right before. It was I cannot remember for the life of me.
Either. They should troll everybody and have AJ Lee show up here in the crowd. It's a little sad that they've put Stephanie McMahon in the Jesse Ventura role tonight.
Has Jesse been at every main event?
I don't know if he was at last night, so didn't watch it, but he's been in every other one since they came back. He was really like off last time, even more so than normal.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled the plug on it pretty soon. He was going on about the rules of cage matches and how they suck, even though they've been the same for like, and he's been in them. Here we go, Steven. What were you doing in 2006?
I've been in 7th and 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching wrestling at the time.
So you were in the middle of your C Nation stage at that point.
I was a big Cena fan.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels. No, was Shawn Michaels gone by that point? I don't think so.
Oh no, he was.
Yeah. So
in the
Michaels
middle
was
of one of his very best runs.
No. This is the match I'm the most worried about, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't think we should be.
I
I
don't
think we'd be fine.
Yeah, I just don't expect anything out of the Battle Royale. Like, not like really.
Not until it's down to like 5 people.
Yeah. I think the Jade and Naomi match should deliver. I know Rhea and Io will.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. So, like, I'm glad you said that because people bitch about Rhea Ripley being in title matches all the time, and like, I get it. But every time Steven Rhea Ripley's in a match like this against anybody good, we're like, I'm not worried about that one. That was going to be fine.
I know, and maybe that makes me a hypocrite. It's just. I don't think she's the greatest woman of all time, but I think she's up there. It's like most important.
I think she's most important rather easily of the modern era.
Where do you put China? Because I think China was also very important for making women look like they weren't just eye candy and could actually.
She was the first one that showed that women could be badasses.
Yeah.
In the ring, and I give her a ton of like credit for that. But she was almost seen as like more of a sideshow in the ring.
Yeah.
Whereas
I also think
Stratus was a legitimate champion.
Yeah.
And really it was Lita that helped make Stratus because they had each other, you know. Sorry, you were saying?
I feel like Beth Phoenix, I don't know where Beth compares with Trish timeline wise. I think it was later.
After. And Trish Stratus is better than Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
And like objectively, is Charlotte Flair better than Trish Stratus? Yeah. But to be fair, Trish came back a couple of years ago and had that extended run and looks really good. She becomes an 8-time champion. She's just going to walk out with the belt facing backwards and black screen. It just says Trish Stratus, and all of a sudden just start kicking everybody in the crotch.
How old is Trish? It's 49.
How old?
49.
Okay. That's older than I would have thought. So, and she got her start as essentially Vince McMahon's like slutty side piece on TV.
Was it? I couldn't remember if it was
Yeah,
her or like I thought it was
he
Stacey
cheated on
Linda.
Linda with her.
Was that when Linda was in a coma or like catatonic state?
Yeah. And
I'm
then
glad she's our Department of Education like chairperson.
I know. And Vince would like make out with Trish in front of her.
Yeah.
It was really classy. But it was settled at WrestleMania 17, Steven. And Linda stood up in the corner and walked and kicked Vince in the balls. And to be fair, who didn't like to see Vince get kicked in the balls? Like,
yeah.
There's no better way to make somebody like a face. That's really popular back then. I love how Linda, though, is always presented as like the sane one. And look at her now.
Yeah.
Did you just say that Tiffany Stratton's carving out an all-timer career? Can we get like a year and a half into it first? Dude, I would have even if Leyland Garcia was here tonight. I didn't know that she's. I should have assumed she was planning to be her plan to be. It's like she's sick.
Yeah, she was supposed to be there last night too.
Because
I think it's in the same building.
Yeah, I think the whole weekend. I think tomorrow tomorrow is too. I don't know if you've seen any of the stories, but the Netflix numbers are not good.
Yeah, I'm not all that shocked by that.
So there has to be a decent number of people that didn't have Netflix before, but watched WWE every week.
Yep.
How many of them are going to go pay what Netflix charges, and they're the most expensive one?
Yep.
Just to watch Monday Night Raw. And that's in the States. If you're anywhere internationally, it's much more like makes sense from a money standpoint if you're a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But I bet it's nowhere near as many as they were hoping. Especially when you kind of sail the seas a lot easier, you know?
Yeah.
But I bet there's people too that early part of the year, January through April, will maybe get it and then stop for the rest of the year. They just want it during like Mania season.
Well, and my problem with it is it's just not been interesting. I don't care.
Right. I'm with you. And the only reason
early on, I was all over it. I was watching it weekly, and then it just fell off a cliff because it started being the same things over and over, and it just wasn't entertaining as a product.
Right. I really think we need a title change. And I think it's going to happen at.
Yeah, but I don't know if Cody is the one to like really make
either.
me more interested in it either.
No, I agree, and I don't think he is either, because he comes out and says the same shit every week too. But Cena's one of the greatest of all time. It's not working right now. I forgot to save it. I was going to send it to you, but I saw a list Superman ranking worst to best, and the new one was like the third lowest.
I need to see some of the old ones again, like Christopher Reeves, but I really liked him.
I think 1 and 2 are better. And 2,
1
the
and 2
Donner
being
cut,
who?
rather than 2, the theatrical. But
3
is like good Superman versus evil Superman, and then 4 is just a mess. Returns is it's like the shell of something that could be really good, but it doesn't get there. And then Man of Steel, you feel about Man of Steel how you do, right? Like whatever. Some people love it, some people hate it. I really like it, but and I'm not when I rank them, I'm not going to count the like old ones, the black and white ones.
You can put Dean Cain on there.
Piece what?
Of garbage. The piece of garbage, Dean Cain.
No, I'm not going to do the TV shows. But in true mega, you missed the point on, in the middle of his whining. This is how you know Tiffany's gonna win this match, right? Because Trish is just like dominating right now.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I'm glad they're making her look good. What would be your generational dream match in the women's division? Like, akin to Hulk versus Rock at 18, or maybe Cena versus Rock.
I hate to say it, but it still could happen, or it's going to happen. Bianca versus Rhea, like prime, one of them heel. I think that's the like upper limit for like quality.
No, I'm saying like generational dream match. So like somebody from a past gen versus current gen. So like when Hogan took on The Rock, right? Or The Rock came back.
I don't know because I don't know enough like.
I think Trish Stratus is the person from then. It's just who from today. It's not
Rhea,
Tiffany Stratton.
Charlotte.
It would have to be Charlotte or Rhea, I would think, right?
Has Trish not wrestled Charlotte before? I feel like they would have done that already.
I don't know because remember, like this is her first title match in 19 years, and Charlotte always had the title. So, but I also feel for somebody like Rhea, you could do like if you wanted her not in the title picture at a WrestleMania, you could set up Trish Stratus' final match in this generational collide, right? Be the women's version of Rock versus Hogan. Which, as much as I dislike Hulk Hogan, is still like one of my favorite matches ever.
Yeah.
That match is pure magic. Don't you find yourself wanting to buy Maybelline, Steven?
I don't.
Or to try out Cricut 5G?
I don't.
Yeah. Or go to Riyadh?
Definitely don't.
No. Okay. See the Naked Gun. I know you want to see that.
I don't.
Like, you might. That should be your project. You should do like a rewatch of all the old ones. There's only 3. And then go watch a new one. This kind of is awesome. This is a really good match. Versus what I was expecting.
This match is a rose tinted glasses, like you're gonna think it's better than it actually is type match. Where it's like okay because it's Trish, but like it's not that good. That's where I put it.
That might be true. But it didn't fall on its face, Steven. And it was
that's
kind of fun.
It was fine.
I mean, I'm expecting greatness from the main event. That's why it's main event. The first match was really fun. I kind of was hoping for that.
What do you think is next? The no holds barred or the battle royale? I feel like no holds barred, right?
I feel like no holds barred. You're just a Trish hater.
Yeah.
You're a haterade. Why are you a Trish hater?
I don't hate Trish. I just don't have a connection with Trish.
Love how the refs telling her to get out of here. You should go, Steven. It's right down the road.
Where is it?
San Diego.
No. They haven't done a show in Anaheim in a while. Because I've never been to a live show. I kind of want to go.
I feel like Anaheim is getting relegated to Raw and SmackDown territory because if pay-per-view goes there, they'll
No, I know.
LA.
I know they're Raw and SmackDown territory, but they haven't done that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. But like fucking WrestleMania's been in Anaheim.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a hot minute, 30 years almost.
It's been a long time, I know, but
yeah, we're not getting all their pay-per-views are stadiums.
Well, and even the ones that aren't would be in like the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, arenas that can hold more than 20,000.
Or like super new and whatever.
Yeah.
I hate that they're like ushering them off once they're done waving. It's like, okay, you're done. You've had your moment.
I know they should have put them in like a group.
Yeah.
I will say, at least they were smart enough to do like a woman artist have the theme song. Like, I mean, Katy Perry had the opener, which I'm not the biggest fan of.
You big fans of them, Steven?
Nope. Not like rap. Not like really.
I actually don't hate rap, but I don't know who those people are.
I knew who Lil Yachty was.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of Lil Yachty. I don't say I hate rap. It's just like not really for me.
Right.
And that's fine. Like the only rap I like is like NF, but I connect with it because like, you know, we have the same mental disease.
Uh-huh.
So it's like it's relatable.
Yeah. I used to like Snoop.
Yeah, until he sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually, too. That's the problem.
Oh, I know. I like that. I like Eminem mostly.
I like Eminem too. I liked oh my god. Who did the Super Bowl halftime show?
Kendrick
Because
Lamar.
I really liked his Kendrick. I liked his halftime show, but I'm just not like I don't know. It's just
You strike me as more of a Drake kind of guy.
I'm not.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I like rock music.
Me too. That's my favorite. That and like
and
alternative.
My
yeah.
Well, punk and I like alternative too. And I like pop because who doesn't? Like it's designed to make you like it. It's not my favorite, but I will.
There's some good like 90s grunge or 90s rock. Any rock really. Yeah. Like as much as we made fun of someone for loving Metallica so much, like I like Metallica. And
yeah.
Old Guns N' Roses. Stuff like that.
I like the Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah, things like that, yep.
And Rage.
Mm-hmm.
Rad'em.
Smashing Pumpkins. Like, I'm a little more choosy with them,
Mm-hmm.
but they did a free concert in Minneapolis once, which was cool.
I miss the bedazzled neck brace that Naomi had.
Yeah.
That was great.
They're in such a hurry to make her the champion.
Yeah.
She can do. I really do. Naomi sells like crazy ass look really well.
She does. The razor blade hair is that was peak.
Bianca should do that. She should put the razor blade in her like braid.
Dude, could you imagine? That thing already causes blood. Like, imagine razor blades in it. What is this, AEW or Terry Funk and Mick Foley?
So yesterday, I forget what it's called in AEW, but that was the title match between Jon Moxley and what's his name?
Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah.
Was it
their like super bloody one? Because of course,
that's the one thing I don't
Jon Moxley
miss. I know he has a mental problem.
But they were both bleeding profusely in their face within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Moxley has like a death wish, dude.
He does. I think it just comes from years of having to be Dean Ambrose and do nothing like that in WWE.
See, I love when wrestlers have the referee attire, like, but the outfit. Do we know, like, do the wrestlers buy their attire, or is there a costume designer that like
there is a designer that is in house?
Okay, because I could see it being a thing where they have to pay for it.
They might.
Also, okay, one thing. So, well, okay, I guess not every. Did the men's wrestlers like in the 90s and 2000s, did they wear the same thing to the ring every time? Or did they like change it up?
It was the same much more than now.
Because like, I feel like now, especially with the women, but I feel like even the men now too, like they all have different attire. Like Seth Rollins. Like,
back then you get new ring gear like 2 or 3 twice a year, or maybe even once. Now I feel like it's more like, 4, 5, 6 times, or you get even more than that to kind of choose from. Like, there's a million different versions of her caution tape shit at this point,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say those aren't real razor blades, dude.
I would imagine not.
And they should be, because there's no holds barred.
I feel like that's a dangerous game, though, if you have razor blades attached to you, because if you get kicked, those are going to go into you, too.
You got to be confident, Steven. Learn Karate Kid defense moves, like, paint the fence and wax on, wax off. No. That's offensive. It's wax on, wax off.
No, yeah.
Paint the fence. Sand the floor.
I love Naomi, man.
Mm-hmm.
Is coming.
I still feel like Bianca's going to turn on Jade at some point.
Me too, but maybe it's just wishful thinking at this point.
Just a really cool ring entrance. It's a cool ring attire too.
Yeah, that's pretty color.
Remember the first time I saw her in AEW? She wasn't wrestling yet. She was just like in the back doing promos. Like they would cut to
Yeah.
her and, excuse me, she would talk for a while. And the first thing I thought was like, whenever she's ready to wrestle, like she can never lose because she looks like someone who should kick the living shit out of everyone.
Yeah. That was my issue with Beth Phoenix, like when I was a kid too. Or not issue, but that's what I always thought with Beth. Like before I really like I think I knew it was scripted, but like I also like was better at forgetting about it. And I was like, no one could ever beat her because she's Beth Phoenix. Like she's this monstrous, likely strong woman. I used to say the same thing about like the Great Khali and Mark Henry and the Big Show. Like, how is anyone going to beat them? And then they always just teamed up and had 10 of them throw them out of the ring in the Rumble or whatever. But
Mark Henry had a good title run, like back around like 2010-ish.
Was that when he fake retired and then hit John Cena with the move?
It was right. Yeah, it was right before that. That was around like 12, 13, 14, I want to say. But that was a great segment.
I was a big fan of Mark Henry.
Me too.
He also just seems like a good guy.
Yeah, he's on the there's a show, a podcast called like Busted Open now that he's a regular contributor on.
The story about him going and competing for the world's strongest man and Vince like basically threatening him, you don't have to prove yourself, but I don't have room for the second strongest man.
Yeah.
And then he went and won.
Or
about him trying to bend a quarter. Did you ever hear that one from the Big Show?
Mm-hmm.
He's had some fun stories.
I admire him because they got sick of him and tried to force him to quit so many times.
Yeah.
And he just wouldn't do it. That's why he got the sexual chocolate thing and the whole Mae Young thing and all that. They were trying to make him quit.
Yeah. This match was smart. Don't even go in the ring. These two competitors are supposed to hate each other, and
you're gonna get your table right here. Oh, look, it's a Slim Jim table.
Jesus Christ! I'm so over this as just like in all walks of life.
Me too. And that's something like okay, you have a couple ads in the ring, fine, but you put them on the goddamn table.
You just have this stupid cart sitting there.
Well, it's for Prime.
Like, okay, there's how many times have you got to click on an article and you just can't read it because it's just inundated with ads?
Oh, did I tell you? And then I downloaded an ad blocker and Google.
Yeah, they don't let you.
They throttle Google Chrome so you can't use it. You can't even use it. It's so damn slow. Until you shut it off. Like, sure, we'll just watch a billion stupid ads about dumb stuff I don't need or want. Like, that stuff actively makes me never want to buy that product.
Yeah. Naomi, grab the chair and just start beating on her. Like, as soon as you get the upper hand in these matches, like, how do you not win? Especially the heel. Like, this is... I'm nitpicking, but... just start beating her. There's a freaking wrench in there. Oh, you know what she should do? She should grab Bianca's hair to whip Jade with.
Why is Bianca even like getting involved? Just start whipping her. Isn't that what you would do if you had a chain like thing like that?
Yeah.
Because that would freaking hurt.
Yeah.
Wrap it around your hand like that and punch them. You have to get close enough for them to hurt you.
Well, we know that's not a real camera.
No. Definitely no.
Especially because she just threw it. But that was funny.
It was.
Bianca looks sad.
I think she's just getting, torn apart. Her two best friends.
I do love that Naomi made sure to like center the trash can on herself when she got up. Michael Cole, how long were you sitting on that one?
What do you say?
Naomi the Grouch. Jesus. That I didn't want to watch that, so I'm glad she moved. Because that looked like it would actually hurt like hell.
Yeah.
Or cause damage. Broken bones.
I was worried that they're going to like miss and it's going to land like right on their head.
Yeah. That's because we're old, Tyler.
I know. We've talked about this many times, but they do like crazy shit here now. And I'm like, somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. You
okay? They have really upgraded the announcer desk.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy.
And look how much more room they've created for ads on it, Steven.
Yeah.
It's quite efficient. You're supposed to turn the tail the other way.
Yeah, otherwise how are you going to see the ads, Naomi? I feel like that's a screensaver on that TV.
Probably.
Shades of Seth Rollins.
Gonna Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jade. It grows back in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. I'm surprised we've never seen mace or a taser being used in one of these matches. Well, I could have seen maybe a taser back in the day. I don't know. Tyler, you'd be the... It has to be like a safety thing for the crowd, like in case Mace got...
I bet if you went and searched ECW,
Yeah,
find moments where both of those things happened.
Chekhov's table. Well, if it's a no holds barred match, like,
you know how in the Star Wars sequels, Finn just runs around yelling "Ray" for 3 straight movies?
yes.
That's kind of what Bianca's doing right now. Instead of Ray, it's "Are you okay?"
Are we gonna get one of them blaming Bianca for not counting fast enough
Maybe.
later? Oh, look, Walmart sponsors them. I
What'd
didn't
you say?
notice them before. I didn't notice the Walmart sponsorship. It's on the bottom ring
Oh
protection.
yeah, I didn't see it either. There's so many other ads, Steven. It's easy to miss. It's also really funny that Walmart, which is probably the richest company, well, no, not Riyadh, but other than that, the richest would pay for the cheapest ad placement.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of at the point where Walmart's almost one of those companies that's like, do they really need to advertise? Especially, quite frankly, to this crowd.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like Walmart and WWE are a little synonymous with each other.
Yeah. But it's like, why does Coke have ads? You know, Coke doesn't need. That's why Coke's ads are all like cute, you know, whatever, polar bears and shit. That was cool.
Yeah.
Really anticlimactic,
Really?
I feel. But
I was gonna
yeah.
say Bianca played no role in this. That's what I'm surprised by. Like, why?
Yeah, it's just so torn up inside.
So I get why Bianca's pissed at Naomi, and I get why Jade's pissed at Bianca. Like, because she has been hanging out with Naomi the entire time. But like, did Bianca ever like apologize to Naomi for it?
No, I feel like Bianca's kind of played the victim in all of it from the beginning. Like from the
Yes,
moment
that's
it
where
all.
it's been like, what is going? Like, Jade's the victim,
Yeah.
storyline wise. Like Bianca, like has some claim to it, but she also should owe Jade an apology as like for like teaming up with, even if she didn't necessarily do anything,
Mm-hmm.
which is what makes me think she was like played a part in it. But I think Trips just misses like good stories sometimes, or waits too long because he's trying to play 7D chess and it's unneeded.
You know, when I think of 7D chess, I think of Triple H.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Even Spock would be overmatched, Steven. Okay.
You know what I'd like to see get a little bit of a push?
Who?
Ivy Nile. I like the Alpha Academy. They grew on me a lot. Like, they're just kind of fun, including Ivy Nile. And then they just don't ever win anything. And I just don't get it.
Well, remember they had that stretch, right? Like, and by stretch, I mean like 3-week period, where like Otis had that really good match against Gunther. And then so did Tozawa. Right?
Yeah.
And then they just went back to being the Alpha Academy again. But Otis is out hurt now, so that doesn't help things.
I meant not Alpha Academy. I meant the Chad Gable faction.
Oh, American Alpha?
Yes.
There are way too many fucking factions with like Alpha and American and whatever.
But like they're just fun. But I do also like the Alpha Academy, and again, they just don't do anything with them. But American Alpha, like I enjoy the Brutus Clay and or whatever the hell their names are, the brothers.
You said Brutus Clay?
Yeah, it's not that. I think it is Brutus.
Oh my god, are we gonna introduce all of them individually?
No, American Alpha was the tag team with Chad Gable. Many years ago. Right now, American Made. That's the fact.
Okay, there we go.
And it's the Creed brothers. Brutus Creed. I told you it was a Brutus. Julius and Brutus Creed. And then Chad Gable, who's now El Grande Americano.
Steven, we're going to be here for 3 days.
Well, no, because we could get takes three. That's 3 entrances in one.
Steven, we could get the Undertaker and Triple H to the ring faster for a match.
God, I love Chelsea Green.
By the way, did you see the Undertaker quote on his entrance times recently?
No, what'd he say?
He said the really long ones. He made the entrance last longer when he thought the match was going to be shit.
Oh, that's
because he's like, I want to give people something fun to remember of the character, and the entrance was one of the things that defined that character. So when he thought the match was going to be horseshit, he took an extra long time.
I also really like Chelsea's entrance song, and I like Tiffy's song, which helps me connect with the character because then I'm excited to see them come out. So the problem with most of the women or not women, sorry, the problem with most of the wrestlers these days is their entrance music sucks. Like I used to download entrance music on LimeWire way back in the virus days. And that would be like most of the music I listened to was from like one of 4 places: wrestling, video games, so like Rock Band and the sports games, and then just the ones you'd kind of hear on the radio and from friends. But like it was mostly wrestling and the video games. Tyler, that's an ad break. That's where we're getting ad breaks. We don't because we pay the extra money, but they just black screened it.
That dude with all the caution tape on is committed, and I tip my hat. Okay, now we're moving it along.
I told this ad breaks, so we're getting the quick. I'm surprised Maxine Dupree is still in WWE, to be honest with you. I thought when Vince left, she was gonna be gone. Also, who's the girl they keep like giving high fives to and hugs? In red there, like 2 or 3 of them just.
I don't know.
Boom.
Remember when Zelina Vega came back and she was going to get this big push?
She won the U.S. Championship.
How'd that go?
Or Intercontinentals.
Yeah.
No, U.S. She was U.S.
Yeah, so you can't even really remember which one. How'd that go?
Yeah, I don't connect with her. I don't know if it's because she's in that terrible faction with Rey Mysterio or what, but
Yeah.
I liked her better back when she was part of with Angel Garza and Andrade.
Yes.
That group during COVID.
Everything was better during COVID, Steven.
By the way, every wrestler that has come out during this ad break in the very quick like entrance has zero shot of winning this match.
Mm-hmm.
Poor
yeah, we'll get through all these, and then you'll know the ads are done when like
when we get a full entrance.
When like Nia Jax is coming out, and
it'd be interesting to see if Michin gets a like real entrance or one of these.
Are you saying BFAB has no chance of winning?
I'm saying that, and also apparently Michin either.
Michin's good though.
Yeah. That means no Evie Nile winning either. Now we're back from ad break. Ivy Nile might have a shot because she came in. Oh, no, they cut away too quick. Grandma LeRae coming down the ring. Just kidding. But I got to keep that joke going.
They were going to get the Andre the Giant moment or the Big Show moment where like 10 of them team up to throw Nia Jax out.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of really long entrance segments, Steven, when your boy came out to hand out the trophies today, it took like forever because he thought again all about him, right? And he had to stop and turn around and wave at everybody. And the best part of that was they had the camera right behind him, and there were a high number of people giving the double finger to
That's funny. I think she wins, by the way. If they're going to push her past the mid-card belts.
Yeah, I do too. They seem to be super high on her, and for good reason.
Yeah, she just came up from NXT not that long ago. That's the only thing.
Well,
she's looked good, but I just hope it's not Nikki Bella. I know Nikki's going to be in the final four.
What do you got against Nikki
My final four is Vicaire, Jax. If she doesn't get thrown out by 10 of them. Vicaire, Jax, Bella.
Oh, it could be her too.
I think we get in this match Julia's next opponent for that belt. We're going to set a little story up with.
Would you agree that we should be doing this pay-per-view once a year?
Yes.
Because
Especially
I,
because of everything we've seen today.
I feel like this is a great opportunity to forward stories that
Yes.
don't often get time.
It'll be interesting to see what the numbers are on this one. But the crowd looks packed.
And they're into it.
Yeah.
I hope they bring Vicky Guerrero around more too, because she got a huge pop from the crowd.
Yeah. Ugh.
Let's see then if Nikki Bella wins, and they can do the thing in the title match where Brie hides underneath the ring and then they switch.
My favorite was when they lost that way.
Uh huh.
I know I shouldn't feel bad for them because I know like it's cool that they get the opportunity and they're from NXT, so it's like it doesn't hurt them in any way. But I do feel bad when people get eliminated like 2 seconds into these matches.
Yeah. Oh, she's not out yet. Is she going to do a Kofi Kingston?
With the chair.
Or like on handstand?
Why don't you just put the top thing down on the floor and then walk on that? Or just hop on one foot, because don't both feet have to touch the floor?
They do.
But I guess that's not cool
as
enough.
Creative and fun for TV.
So here we go.
See? Handstand. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And she's gonna get eliminated. Like,
My guess with Lash and Jakara Jackson is that they wanted to not have to. They wanted to push Lash as singles, so they're like, all right, let's get rid of her before the main. Because she's big and strong, and she's looked good in everything I've seen her in. She was in some tag matches. Because, they don't have any tag teams.
no. They have 4, though. We saw that.
We saw 2 real tag teams and 2 put-together tag teams.
Yeah.
And 1 real tag team hasn't been a tag team in a while.
A third, though, seems to be a real tag team. At least for the time being. Is it me or is the whole handshake thing in the ring a little overdone now?
It's not over. The overdone part is the handshake fake punch in the face.
That's true.
Because that's where it always is right now.
But like, okay, so
And part of that is because we never get anything other than heel versus faces. Like we don't get two faces really, like not often. Once in a while.
So that Money in the Bank, right? They got Cena and Punk, and Punk.
Yeah.
And Punk does the whole go for the handshake at the end, and that brings the hug and the face and whatever. And blah, blah. But this is a dude that right after Mania stood up on a table in Buffalo and called Cena a bald fraud. And
yeah, people change, Tyler.
I wouldn't put CM Punk at the top of that list, and certainly not over the course of a couple of months.
Wait, when did he call him a bald fraud? What? Like this past Mania?
Yeah, right after WrestleMania. Or no, right after Elimination Chamber, sorry.
When did they shake and hug? I thought it was at Chamber.
Yeah, it was at Money in the Bank. But I think it was the reason that I guess I'm not going to complain too much, even though I am right now, is it was at the end of the last match they'll ever have.
I don't remember them. I thought their match. Where did they wrestle? They wrestled at Bank, Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
I thought it was Orton and him at Money in the Bank.
No. Or no, I'm sorry, not Money in the Bank. What the fuck was the last one?
The Saudi one.
Yeah, that one. Sorry. It's my brain thinking it should have been at Money in the Bank because it should have.
Oh, that's right. We skipped that one. We didn't do that.
Yeah, it was the Saudi one where
they hugged and handshaked and
yeah, so Punk it was getting to the end, they beat the shit out of each other for half an hour. Punk's like hurt and he's reaching his hand out, to shake, and then Cena's like fine, they shake, and it's a show of respect, right? They've been through a lot in their career together and blah blah blah, all that. And then they hugged, and then Cena did the whole face turns to stone, the same camera angle as Chamber.
Hey, Michael Cole, that's not Candice Michelle. Mm-hmm. That's Candice LeRae.
Yeah. Well, it's close. He's got half it right, Cena. But then Cena did the whole face thing and then tried to kick him in the balls, except Punk was ready for it and caught the leg and did the GTS, and Cena kicked out and whatever.
I agree. He's basically Jerry Lawler.
Who?
Michael Cole. Wade Barrett called him a disgrace.
Oh. Well, no, he's not Jerry Lawler. Cole hasn't been talking about puppies yet or anything, Steven.
Did he just do it again?
Yes.
No, he didn't. God, Michael Cole, you're not beating the allegations here.
Someone has Candice Michelle posters up in his room.
She was my favorite back in the aughts. When I was like 13.
Steven, every guy is internally 13.
I don't think that's true.
It's not, but, it's fun to say. It lets, potentially lets us off the hook for a lot. Boys will be boys, Steven, don't you know?
Oh, well, she didn't win. So I guess we're getting Zelina Julia again. Where's Nia Jax? She roll out of the ring?
No, she's over in the corner. No, she isn't. Where is she? Oh, I had B-Fab winning the whole thing.
Yeah, did you?
No.
No, she didn't get thrown over the top
No.
rope.
God, Cole.
Michael Cole is bad at this.
Is he that sad that his butt buddy's like not there?
That's my only guess.
It's like awful today.
It does make him look a little sexist when he's messing up this much, and he does not do that in a
No.
in a to him real pay-per-view. They're both going over, I think. Unless
Yeah.
I don't know, no one's coming over. I thought it was they were gonna.
Okay, I hate to ask this question, and I don't think you know the answer either. Did Nia get eliminated? Did we miss that?
I don't think she did, because I would have mentioned it. No, I think she just went under the rope.
Are they doing the thing right now where she's like on the far side chilling, and they're not going to show us?
Yeah,
somebody's going to win, and then
yes.
You know what we need? We need a late entry of Santina Marella.
You know, I was jokingly thinking of making that joke, but that would be so disrespectful to the women here.
You think?
Like when Santina came out for the Women's Royal Rumble, I don't think it's. I mean, I get if he did it now, it would be, but like back then, there were not that many women's wrestlers.
No.
So, you know, whatever. And he got eliminated immediately. But yeah, here would be just horrible. So we got Legend, Bella. I don't know who this girl in the pink is. Chelsea and Piper.
Candice Michelle, Steven.
And hey, dogs.
Bailey's into it.
That's definitely Hudson. Bailey's has a lower, less loud bark.
Oh. Oh. It's Lola. Why'd you call her Candice Michelle? Uh-oh. All
right, Chelsea.
It's going to be Nikki Bella and then Nia Jax. Oh, maybe not.
I can't imagine why people would really, really, really like this move. There's Nia. See, Chelsea is just the one to like take like 4 or 5 of the embarrassing moves.
Yeah.
And it's sad. I think Chelsea's a good wrestler.
I do too. But she's not presented in a way right now that's main event for me.
Oh, Nia.
You should have worn one of your.
I got 3 of the 4 final. I got 3 of the 4 final lists correct.
I got all 4.
You did not say Lash.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't even know Lash Legend's name.
Yes, I did. Lash Legend. God. Oh.
Yay! Bye, Nikki. Now we have real wrestlers in the ring.
It's got to be Vaquera, right?
That's who I would pick.
I do love that they're pushing her hard.
I feel like Lash just needs to be in the mid-card belt. Just by herself.
Wow.
She's strong. Like, strong.
Yeah.
Here's the boot.
Why would you let her do that? Because she can just throw you out over the top. Oh!
That's cool. I kind of want Lash to win, man.
I kind of do too, but I don't think it's going to happen. But if it
No, it's gonna
does,
be
hey,
Steph. But it is good. This has been fun.
it has actually.
It's
Usually
fun.
these are awful.
Yeah. The women's division, like in the last year or two, like has really, really, really gotten strong.
And I think it was anyway, but I think the mid levels have.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the mid came up. Because there's a lot of them in this match that I could see being in the title picture in the next few years.
Which is why it's so like disappointing to me that the mid card belts didn't really mean anything, and the tag team division had nothing. Like,
yeah,
they should both be loaded with contenders.
Oh,
this is really good. Like, I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
she's gonna do the little yeah.
Think in years to come, we're going to see that highlight. Dude, I can already see a Stephanie Vaquer, Rhea Ripley WrestleMania match. Also, Nia Jax just keeps
Putting people over.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she keeps like earning more respect for me all the time.
Yeah,
because she was good as a champion. She
was. She had a really good championship run.
She's fun in the ring now, and she's doing a really great job of elevating other people.
Yeah, she elevated Tiffy.
Mm-hmm.
These two,
while still looking strong herself the whole time, like that. Oh, hey, Jesse. I mean, Stephanie's in the ring.
How long do you think it took to memorize that? Or do you think it was being fed?
Maybe fed. But she had the whole role, you know?
Yeah.
All the megas are fucking pissed right now. She's like the next megastar, isn't she?
I think so. Do you think she'll need a like manager to get there?
I don't think so.
I guess Asuka did it well with broken English.
I think like as a face, this is going to help her endear her to the audience more. Like, hey, it's not my first thing, but I'm trying really hard, you know, that type of thing. Americans fucking eat that shit up.
Are your garbage workers striking, Tyler?
No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think so.
Mine are, like, in solidarity with the ones on the East Coast.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I heard about Philadelphia and whatnot. Yeah.
Then, do you know what like they want? Like, it's basically amounts to like a cost of living increase, like 4% a year,
Mhm.
and that's just apparently a bridge too far for
Mhm.
these people. When I would argue that garbage workers are the most quintessential workers we have,
Yeah,
because
but
people have a lot of trash
yeah,
and food comes in a lot of waste containers because
problem is
people aren't buying.
companies see like 2% as a cost of living increase.
Yeah.
And it's
Or
not.
you can be like mine when I get 0% cost of living increase. So I get a pay decrease every year I stay at my job.
Yeah.
We have quite a few pay-per-views in the next month, Tyler, counting today. Because we got this one, and in 3 weeks we have two in one weekend, and then 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, we got Clash.
Wait, what are the two in one weekend? Oh, the two
SummerSlam.
nights. Got it. Okay, yeah.
Which it's not two, but it's two because it's 2 nights. So I'm not even excited for 2 nights of Slam.
Yes,
The
you
one that
are.
should have gone 2 nights is the Rumble, but made it shorter, like 3 hours or
Even after I
3
told you
hour
about
nights.
Jelly Roll,
Ugh.
that might main event, Steven, one of the nights. Drew will get to main event SummerSlam.
I just looked at the camera a la Jim from The Office with the face. Oh yeah, your buddy Michael Cole, you hanging out with Quavo a lot?
He is like, I think he is a rap fan, actually.
Oh.
So I don't know. He might just be doing a dad joke, but
I'm just like burnt out right now of wrestling. A little bit.
this match, either we go back to what's safe for marketing purposes, or we give Io Sky her signature victory as champion.
I know I've known it for a long, long time. It's just so funny to me that Kathy Kelly does this and NHL. Like every time I see her in NHL, I'm like, is that Kathy Kelly from wrestling? And then it is Kathy Kelly from wrestling because it's just she does both. Also, I miss hockey. I miss it quite a bit.
I know.
A lot.
We're only so Steven, the best thing about the NFL starting is that hockey's only 1 month away after that, right? It's like it's my favorite part about the NFL kicking off. But
Yeah.
so you just made me think of a story while this whole package here is playing. It made me laugh. So on MLB Network, Robert Flores, who does MLB Central, but he's also like a big MLB The Show voice and creator and whatnot. Because MLB Network and NHL Network are in this very same building and they share studios and whatnot. So he got pulled in to do NHL Tonight on like New Year's Eve one year,
Yeah.
and they still joke about it on the show because he knows nothing about hockey. And they play the clip of him introducing the show. He's like, "Welcome to NHL Tonight. I'm Robert Flores, and I'm just as surprised as you are."
That's fine. I'm gonna go get another drink.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Wasn't Jelly Roll the latest like 2K update? What is that?
It's Sam Adams Porch Rocker, Lemon Radler.
Ace didn't really make it. It
I
wasn't
didn't expect it to be sweet because I didn't really read it.
I was gonna say you should star in the commercial for that shit because like your face right after you drank it is gonna sell millions of those. Like,
it's a lemon lager.
Okay.
I'm gonna try one more sip, and if not, I'm gonna go get a Model O.
I mean, I'm drinking harder lemonade right now, so you know. We're not sponsored by them, but open to it.
I'm not. I don't like harder. This is fine. I just didn't expect. I'm gonna go get an actual beer. It's too sugary tasting.
Okay.
Ugh. Okay.
All right,
so they're bringing up the Rhea Ripley never having beaten her.
Yeah.
Which like would make me think that Rhea's gonna win. But I can also see them doing it as like a haha.
Well, I wonder too if they bring that up because I think everybody assumes Rhea's going to win.
Yeah. This is what I thought I grabbed, which is the Sam Adams Light American. Because I'm colorblind, so I thought it was the same color.
Got it.
Because I bought like we had a game night like a couple weeks ago, and I bought like the Sam Adams summer pack.
Got it. Yeah.
Sometimes they're kind of nice just to try a bunch of different flavors. There was a blueberry one that was okay, and then this one.
I'm not a Sam Adams guy because I hate dark beer.
I like Boston Lager. I like their like fall one.
Yeah. Question for you as a fellow reader, Steven, fellow nerd loser. What is the point in the book you need to make it to before a DNF is acceptable?
I try to go about a quarter, but it depends on how the length of the book. Because I feel like with some
Go ahead.
With some Sanderson books, like you could kind of probably DNF 100 pages in, and that's only 10% for some of his books, sometimes not even.
That's fair. How far into a book, what's the percentage number you would say to be like, I'm too far into DNF now?
Well, I guess my cutoff is like 60%. I've DNF'd not on purpose, but now I feel like I'm too far gone and kind of need to start it over. And I really liked the book. I don't know why I just didn't finish it. I feel like 70% is probably at that point. And honestly, anything over 50, and I'm like, I'm just going to push through this damn thing. Why?
No, I was just wondering. Well, there's a book I've been reading that I'm not going to DNF because I very, very, very rarely DNF a book. It takes a lot for me to do that. But this one I was so tempted at a few different spots, and I'm not going to now because I'm at like 87% or whatever. So
yeah, that point
we'll get there, right? But Yeah, it's just hard because it's like I had heard a lot of good things about it. So I wanted to give it a shot, and then it just wasn't connecting in different spots. Sometimes it did, and then other times it was like, So I was just wondering.
So I ordered grocery pickup today.
Okay.
I yesterday. So there's a website called Budget Bites. I don't know if you've heard of them.
I haven't.
But I've been like looking to meal plan more because, well, obviously the baby's coming, and I just need to get in the habit. Because I hate having to eat out for like lunch because I forget to pack. So, anyways, it was like $5 a month, but they send like a meal plan with the ingredients you need, and it's not like, and sometimes you get those things, and the ingredients are something you'd use once and never again. But this is like very standard stuff. So half the crap I had, and like some of it I'd just be getting for the first time. And so I did it all, and like it was relatively cheap. Like they actually include the cost like of how much it would be. And it was like $45 for 5 meals, which is pretty good for 4 servings. But then I was adding some extra stuff, and then I ordered it, and then naturally they were like, "Oh, this down," so we had to cancel it. So I did all the work while sitting at the stupid pharmacy. Like it took me like an hour because I was doing it on my phone. And
wait, why did they have to cancel it?
Because their system was down, and so the system wasn't going to be back up for like 5 hours. And I wish I would have told. Because Sarah was going to answer the call, just see if they could push it till tomorrow. Annoying.
I mean,
but the food actually looked good. It looked seasoned. Sometimes with those things, they're like they don't put seasonings.
Oh, for sure.
But these actually look good. I heard good things. So anyways.
I mean, I've said many times in our content, I like no one likes going inside Walmart, right?
Yeah.
But given recent developments in my life, especially, like I don't want to support other places, so I'm probably more likely to go there. But I still don't want to go inside, so I use the Walmart Plus and the free delivery. And if I get free delivery once a week, then I'm using twice. Getting Walmart Plus is covering what would cost me twice as much in deliveries.
Yeah.
So it works. But it's kind of nice. I mean, sometimes if there's a substitution, they substitute some really weird shit. And when you get produce, sometimes they give you something that expires in like a day.
Yeah.
So you have to be pretty specific in the notes and just be like, hey, please find stuff that's like a ways out date-wise.
I'm surprised you didn't call her Kairi Sane.
or Asuka. The match is young, Steven. Well,
this referee has ref 3 matches tonight.
Busy night.
So they did not have as many women refs as I thought they did. I think they had 4, 3 or 4.
I mean, also this pay-per-view has 7 matches on it versus the normal like 4.
Yeah.
Or 5 at the most, right? What do you think? Do you prefer this or do you prefer the 4 matches?
Oh, this has been great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like any of these matches overstayed their welcome either, which is not the case for the men's matches half the time on the other pay-per-views.
You know what ends up happening in the men's matches, dude? Fucking million run-ins because they have to fill the time. So there's always interference. Did you notice there isn't any really tonight? Yeah. Not really.
This has been a quick 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hour 15 probably by the time we're said and done, maybe 20. Yep. This has been a great pay-per-view. And I would like to see this at least every other year, but I think it could be every year. I think we need to get the women, because we don't get the women on enough of the other cards. And when we do, and this is like where it's not Rhea's fault, but like, because you have to book her, but it's Rhea Ripley in every single match, and then people just get tired of them. When everybody who came out to play today came out to play, there is not a dud here.
That's the thing. So you don't get any of the mid-card people onto a pay-per-view ever outside of Mania or SummerSlam, any one of the 2-day ones, right? So they usually alternate which belt they're fighting for on a pay-per-view month by month, right? So it'll be, this one.
I mean, they'll both be at Slam.
The other one,
but, and
they're both at the big ones. But I'm with you. Like, do this once a year. It's a great way to push forward some stories. Also, let people shine on a big stage, and all of a sudden they might start getting a push, right? When they weren't going to before. And let's be honest. We cover all these, Steven. All of them. We see the same damn faces and the same damn names every month on the pay-per-view.
How much is that, like, giving the fans in the stadium what they want? Because
I think that's part of it. It's a traveling show, right?
Yeah, if I paid for the pay-per-view, like, tickets, which are not cheap, and then Drew McIntyre wasn't there, I'd be not happy, right? Like, if he's my guy, or whoever's the belt holder, I guess makes.
And that's another reason that a big name person is usually the champion, because it's a great way to always make sure they're always on the show, for ticket draw, and for people to feel like their purchase was worth it. I don't know. I like this model of having like 6-7 matches on a pay-per-view. You're able to get a lot more people onto it.
So, since they now don't really pay, like, they're not trying to sell pay-per-view matches, why do we not go to a thing where, for the big pay-per-views, Survivor Series, Slam, Rumble, and Mania, you have the big belts, like, guaranteed, like all the big title belts. But the other ones in between, and Money in the Bank, actually, I would like to see, you could do like one of the big belts at each, but the rest are filled with the mid-card / other types of these types of match. Well, not this specific one, but the ones that were here tonight, and have the big belts be wrestled on weekly television once in a while. Especially if your Netflix numbers are doing poor, that would be a way to make sure that people started tuning in, is you market having Cody Rhodes against Seth Rollins, or Seth Rollins against Punk, or Punk versus Drew for the belt on Raw.
So I'll answer that question for you. There's a couple reasons they'll never do that. One,
it's got to be the ad buys, right?
Pay-per-view tickets cost more than Monday Night Raw tickets, right? So the only reason you're going to sell those is if you have CM Punk or John Cena or Cody Rhodes or whatever on that card. Or Rhea Ripley or Charlotte Flair, whatever, on that card. The other reason is we both know what's really important to WWE, and it's all the shit on the mat.
Yeah, ad money is the reason they can't, because ads wouldn't be worth as much.
Even though you're not getting a buy rate, you're still getting views on Peacock and Netflix internationally. So that's what determines like how Maybelline saying, okay, we're going to get this many eyes on our logo if we spend this money, So that's why it's money. We know that it's the reason for everything. I was going to say same reason that a rookie pitcher got put in the All-Star game, Steven, but now shit's come out that has made me soften on that.
What?
They reached out to like 20 other guys before him, and they all said no.
Said no. Well, I know, like Yusuke Kikuchi pitched yesterday, so he was an all-star, but he's never going to pitch in the game, and so the Angels have no representative. And then some Angels fans were mad it wasn't Joe Adell, and like I like Joe Adell, and he's had a good season. I don't know, 19 homers and 54 ribbies at this point is pretty good.
It really is, and he probably should have gone. And he's been especially hot in the last month and a half. Plus, I like stories like that. The guy that kind of finally figured it out, you know?
Yeah, what was always annoying to me was like back in the day, a lot of like people didn't reach their prime till 26, 28.
Right.
But then we had a bunch of like Acuna and I mean Mike Trout to some extent, same thing, where they were getting 21, they were studs.
You're expected to be at your prime at 23 now. Yeah.
Yeah. And Adell's only 26, but people were ready to sell him at 23. Probably a bad word to.
Well, I mean, it's more than just that. It's Bobby Witt, it's Tatis, it's all these guys.
Yeah, I know. I just was naming the two that immediately came to my head. But there's a lot.
If we go back and look, Steven, at a guy who was a great player playing in 2002, not Barry Bonds, but like a normal player.
Troy Glaus.
Okay. He might be a bad example because he was pretty ripped. But you look at him and then you look at a guy like Tatis or Bobby Witt, or like these guys are peak physical condition and they look physically like a 28-year-old man, you know, from muscle mass and everything else.
Yeah. I guess he was only 25 in 2002, so it doesn't quite work. Tim Salmon.
I think of somebody like Torrey Hunter, right? And who's a great athlete, but he wasn't like ripped and he wasn't, you know.
Yeah. I love Torrey.
Me too. He's Twins legend. I'm always annoyed when he gets an Angels card in MLB The Show. I'm like, loser.
That's where everyone remembers him.
It is not. Why do you think he went back to Minnesota at the end?
It was because of Albert Pujols.
It's like KG went back to Minnesota at the end.
Yeah.
He
That's
did.
going to claim Big Papi.
He is Twins legend. And Garnett, yes, Garnett won a title in Boston, but Garnett had some amazing years.
Yeah, Garnett, I give you Garnett because Garnett was a Timberwolf for a long time.
Hunter was a multi-year All-Star in Minnesota.
I think we're getting a baseball lockout soon, actually.
We're getting what?
A baseball lockout.
Oh, yeah.
It depends how serious they are, but they're pushing hard for the salary cap, and the players are going to push against that hard, and that's going to get contentious. But they should, because otherwise all these teams are going to pull. I mean, all the players are pulling LeBron and Dwayne and signing in LA because it's an easy championship and you get paid a lot.
So I'm fine with it, but it needs to be the NHL model where players and owners share the revenue. And there has to be a hard cap floor as well.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
And I think the cap floor should be like 150 million, honestly. Because the Dodgers are spending $400 million.
Does that include like breaking up Otani's like 700 million he's getting when he 10 years from now, and like dividing it by
I also think when I say do it the NHL way, I mean even that too. Like get rid of that other shit and it's just AAV. You can pay some, I don't care how you do it, you can pay them like 99% of it in a bonus on day one, but break it up over the amount of years and it's AAV divided.
Yeah.
Right.
That was cool.
I think for the health of the sport, it needs to happen, but I don't want it to be done in a way that just protects the owners and lets them hoard every penny.
I agree. You know what I'd also like to see in there? Something about like the team facilities need to be, up to code, and paying your minor leaguers. It's hard to. I can't be another baseball fan because I've been an Angels fan, like diehard for so long. But I also can't justify watching and supporting them when every bad thing that's happened, like minor league, like they are always mentioned as having poor facilities, not paying.
You can switch teams, dude. Trust me.
I know I can. It's just personally hard. I don't know which team I'd want to pick.
So I found a definite affinity to the Diamondbacks. Also, you know my favorite team to watch is right now? And they're bad, but they are fun.
Who?
The Athletics.
Oh, yeah. I've always been a fan of the green and yellow, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's that. Plus, I mean, I love Jacob Wilson as a player.
I think the ref is about to be knocked out.
Yeah, we haven't got any of that tonight. It's not a real W. Oh, there you go. God, man, I'm just spot on. You were on that.
Is this what we get where Rhea wins but doesn't? Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. 1, 2, 3.
Here comes
4,
Charles. What's
5,
his name?
6.
Charles
7.
Robinson sprinting down.
I wish I knew more of the women's referee names, but I really only know one male referee's name, and that's Charles Robinson because he is like a legend.
Mm-hmm. It's the WrestleMania 24 sprint at the
I know the women, the refs by face better because there's only 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3. The other one's going to come down. Not the NXT one, not the other blonde, but the black ref. She's going to run down. That's the only one who's left.
You're right. Io's going to win this thing, and then
I'd kind of like to see for a little while because I feel like you could do it. Just have Io be Rhea's white whale. She just can't beat her for the next 2 years because I don't think that's going to take anything away. And then when it's 6 or 7 in a row, finally, that'll be the streak.
That could be like a WrestleMania match, you know. Even though I'm getting the sense that the TKO era is going to place less importance on WrestleMania as this mystical thing, you know? And I'm not sure that I like that.
It's dumb.
I think something.
And I'm looking at AEW's pay-per-views because I was curious, if they have only 4 or 5 ones that I'm I want to watch. I mean, that's still $300, but
it's a lot, and that's the thing. I'm kind of with you. I want to get back into it because the passion is there, and it's about the craft, and I do appreciate that. And I think with a lot of the wrestlers in WWE, it's about the craft, but with everybody else, it's about the ad buys and the fucking marketing and whatnot. Because, I have no doubt in my mind that Io Sky and Rhea Ripley want to put on an absolute fucking banger right here, right?
Yes. Oh, is she gonna?
But I know everybody at the producers table care more about how it plays for like potential ad buys in the future. Oh, where do you rank WWE women's wrestlers athlete wise amongst like WNBA players, tennis players, you know what I mean, women's PWHL players, etc. Like in terms of like how good of athletes they are.
I feel like tennis and golf are probably the highest.
You think golf, really? Okay. Like in terms of tennis, like performance and quality, or just being an athlete?
I don't know. Tennis is up there though. Like tennis.
Yeah, I would agree there.
I personally love actually women's soccer is also high.
Yes.
I personally think women's hockey is phenomenal, but I know not everyone agrees with me. But the women's wrestlers are up there on top athletes.
I guess look at what they can do. And it's right there with what a lot of top level women's athletes can do in other sports.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can say that for a lot of men's wrestlers, honestly. You know?
Yeah.
Like if Drew McIntyre went and took batting practice, how would that go? You know? Yeah. I think against Drew McIntyre, but it wouldn't go great.
Well, I notice a lot of like wrestlers are failed football players, or sometimes like there's a
or injuries or whatnot. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Goldberg got started, by the way.
Brock too, right?
No, Brock was a college wrestler.
Well, yeah, I know.
He left WWE to go try out for the Vikings. And then got cut in preseason. And then went to UFC and like became one of the best champions. Yeah. And UFC's like perfect for him because he has to show up and do shit like 3 times a year. Yeah. You know? And the rest of the time he can just train. This is a great match, by the way. We're probably not giving it enough credit, but
no, we're not. Now I don't know who's gonna win. I still think it's EO.
Dakota Kai got released, right?
Oh, I think you're right.
Because I'm thinking back to like legacy of Damage Control.
I think it's because she couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And she's also 37. And I think both those things together did not help.
But like, if Io Sky is the best thing to come out of Damage Control, it's still wildly successful.
Yeah.
And kudos to Bailey too for taking that role of being like a leader and a mentor, you know, to people
Yeah.
that were trying to get to that level.
Nope.
These two are just really
Crazy.
great at what they do.
Yes, they are. I'm rooting for EO.
Oh,
I was wondering,
my
Tyler.
goodness.
I was wondering. Why wouldn't you? Okay, never mind. It's. I hope she's successful. I did wonder if this was coming.
This is a really good call.
Yay, Naomi! I'm happy for you. And Rhea's still not beating Neo officially. I swore she was going to cash in on Jade. I think that's good storytelling because
It is. It
was
misled us because
definitely
that's where I thought we were going. 100%.
Yeah.
They did a fucking Seth Rollins here, dude.
Yeah.
Because she
Losing
lost
lose
earlier,
at the
just like
beginning,
Rollins did that night.
Yeah.
We should have
That's fun.
known at fucking Evolution you're going to cash in the women's case and make it a huge moment, you know?
This was a great card. It's probably
Really
one of my favorite pay-per-views of the
This
year.
is up there amongst my favorite pay-per-view this year.
I can't think of one that I enjoyed really more.
Because I didn't really love WrestleMania this year. It wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I do think this is probably my favorite pay-per-view of the year. Good for them.
Yeah. It was also really strong from front to back.
Yeah.
Like the worst match was Trish versus Tiffy or honestly the no holds barred one because and like you said it was anticlimactic and now we learned that was for a specific reason. You know? Good for Naomi. Women's World
It's been a long road for her to get.
Naomi, back up 10 feet and go take a picture with that one guy who's dressed like you.
Yeah, no shit.
He deserves it. And you deserve it.
He has earned it tonight. Now, can we get Bianca Belair and Naomi at the Summer Slams?
That makes sense because I was wondering who was gonna face Io or Rhea at Slam, and this makes more sense because now you can have Bianca against her and that. But Naomi better win.
She has to win her first defense. Like, wow. Okay. That was the end of that.
That's fine. That was good.
That was really good. Big fan.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
We are not going to stay and cover the news conference. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at all of our comments on the Superman review.
Was there a lot?
A fair amount, yeah.
Are you woke shills?
No, none of that yet.
Oh.
Like a lot of people saying things like it was
I see that.
like didn't hate everything, but it was a not for me. So anyway, we have just watched the Women WWE Evolution pay-per-view. And thank you for joining us if you've been with us the whole time or any part of it. This is a great show, Steven.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
In fact, we were just talking about it, but I think it might be my favorite pay-per-view of the year for WWE.
I would agree.
I haven't seen any others, but yeah. The Rumble was fun-ish. Chamber had like a super phenomenal ending, but I don't really remember any of the rest of it. But I think part of that's because the ending was so like holy shit,
Yeah.
Mania was honestly pretty underwhelming. And then the rest has been the rest and whatever. But this one's been fantastic. And yeah, I'm gonna throw it out there and I'll see what you think of it. But I think one thing they can really learn is that, hey, having 7 matches on your card doesn't make your show suck.
No, there was a lot less ads here. I don't know what that says about, corporate wrestling and, capitalist America, but I appreciated it as a wrestling fan, not having to watch so many. Also, we also learned we do not need 7 billion recaps for these to still have fun matches. So, like that too.
Think about all the mid-card talent you could get on your other shows.
Yeah, without those.
If you just expanded the card to like 6 matches. I know it's crazy, Trips.
Well, 6 matches without those packages.
Yeah, without that shit. Like,
and you know what? If people miss some entrances because they're ads, that's on them. Like, that's me.
Respect your audience enough to think that they'll kind of know what's going on a little bit. And also understand that it's not so fucking like deep and whatever that people are going to be able to figure it out if they didn't keep up. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this show. I loved it. I don't want to go match by match because there were 7 matches. It's a lot, but let's score the whole thing. First of all, right, let's do it this way. What did you think was the best match of the night? What did you think was maybe the low point? I don't want to say worst match because I don't think there was a bad match in the bunch.
Yeah, the best match was the final, Io Sky against Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
The match between that was just phenomenal. Like very, very entertaining. The one I had a lot of fun with was actually the Battle Royale.
Me too.
I thought we got a good amount of like looks at a lot of the wrestlers who we'll see in the future, and they all look good. But
a lot of people got a
best match, really definitely the World Championship, the Women's World Championship. What about you?
I'm with you. I think the final match of the night was the high point, and as it should be, it's the main event. But 2 of the very best in the world, showing why they're the very best in the world. They're amazing. And then you get the Naomi moment, which was fantastic. And I loved every second of it. It was great and good for her. Really happy for her. Low end, I hate even saying low end. I think we probably could have gotten a little more out of the opening match, even though it was high octane. I'm still just a little.
See, I like that match. Fine. I thought the other women's championship was the low point.
Yeah, I mean, that was whatever. I'll be honest, though. I'm not as. I think I'm coming around to the point where, like, I totally respect that Tiffany Stratton's really good. But I just don't know if it connects for me.
My problem is her matches, like who they put her up against, just haven't worked.
But
and
that's
it's not going
about
to
her
'cause it's
too,
not gonna-
doesn't it?
Maybe. I think she played part of the problem with Charlotte, and then she made a problem, and then it went off the rails. And I think Charlotte has some part to blame. Tiffy has some part to blame. The fans have a huge part to blame.
Yeah.
Because I think they commenting on Charlotte's face didn't help anything.
Yes. And don't do that shit.
This match was just a throwaway. Like, okay, let's get Trish Stratus on the card in a title match.
That's fine. And I agree with you there 100%. Like, this was a relatively meaningless match. We all knew.
I think it came down Friday, like 2 days ago.
Yeah. Well, did they only have like a week and a half, 2 weeks to like set up this show? Because the Saudi show or whatever was so close to it.
Yeah, I don't blame Tiffy too much for that. I do think she'd benefit from being not the champion for a little while and come back in. She was the most interesting when she was like, when she had the briefcase and it was like the will she won't she.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think we're gonna get a good, especially because now it's only 2 weeks of promo. Well, that might help, but before SummerSlam.
I think this time though they actually had a night to set up a ton of stuff that they can do. So they should be able to take from tonight and run right into SummerSlam, hopefully. And hopefully they were thinking that way. I guess what I was getting at before, Steven, is like if Tiffany Stratton needs certain types of opponents to put on a great match, isn't that a little bit on her? Like, I look at the really greatest people of all time, and I say that because Wade Barrett tonight said Stratton's on her way to being a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't either.
But mostly because she's just like young and new.
Shawn Michaels elevated everyone he was in the ring with.
I think Tiffy has to work on her promos. I actually think her matches are good. I just think Trish can't do as much. I think Tiffy had good. I thought I had a good match with Charlotte and a good match with Nia. I just think the promo part is why you don't care. And also, Tiffy against Jade's happening at SummerSlam, so this match is even more of like, who cares? I know what's happening.
Yeah.
So
I think tonight.
But that's my weakest of the night.
I think tonight was about giving sort of that tip of the cap and tribute to Trish Stratus for the career. I wouldn't be surprised if this was her last match. She kind of had that look on her face at the end of it.
Yeah.
In fact, the ref, I don't know if you noticed, but the ref kind of went over to Stratton and ushered her out of there to get her off the stage so Trish could have the moment. And I'm thinking that it might be for that reason. And Trish Stratus might be the type of person that doesn't want the grand, like, Goldfinger thing from last night where everybody stops and like jerks him off for 5 minutes or whatever. But I'm okay with that one. I for me, like, it's the way the first one ended, and I know it was kind of necessary to get to where I thought we were going anyway, which is just run it back at Slam. But I don't know, when you have 3 people like that in the ring, especially the 2 sure Hall of Famers, I just want a little bit better than that as an ending. So that was that for me. It's not, none of them were bad. I'm not saying it was bad. This entire show was great. What do you grade the whole show?
I feel like it kind of is a 5-star show because I can't really think what could have made it better. Every match delivered mostly. And they were all very entertaining. Mm-hmm. They all kind of elevated and turned out as, and so that's kind of where I'm like, I could say 4.5 if I want to be pedantic and like, just, because
it's not one of our movie reviews, Stephen. We don't have to like try to,
I think it's a 5. Like, I don't know what would have made this better. The Battle Royale was great. The No Holds Barred was, I mean, it said it was anticlimactic, but there was a reason for that. The Fatal 4-Way was surprisingly fun. The Triple Threat was good. High Octane kicked it off. Surprise roll up just extended that story, but it still was good wrestling. JC Jane and Jordan Grace, phenomenal. NXT, like Tiffy and Trish was okay, and Io and Rhea killed it. Like that's an instant classic match right there. And so I'm gonna say I think it's a 5-star pay-per-view.
I'm actually
because again, I don't know how you make it better.
Yeah, I'm actually with you because I think wrestling is just as much about how it makes you feel about the experience and the moment and whatever as it is about like the move sets and the execution and blah blah blah, right? And the storytelling and all that. I'm really happy I watched this show. I'll be honest, dude, I was a little iffy going in. Wasn't sure what we were gonna get tonight.
Yeah.
And not because of the people involved. Like the women's division, WWE, honest to God, I think is the best thing they have right now. But as a whole, but just what WWE and TKO have done recently hasn't given me a ton of, confidence in the product. This show delivered. It needed to. It did. And it made so many wrestlers look great. So I'm all about that. It's a 5 for me. Does it have technical flaws in it? Sure. Whatever. Fuck off. Like, it's fine. Just have fun with it. And that did. And this show brought that out of me, and I had a good time. So, yeah. All right. Let's call it a day, I think. But this was a really good time. We had fun, and thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with SummerSlam Nights 1 and 2. In the meantime, look out for a whole lot of content, including movie reviews, stuff on gaming, other movie stuff, and more. We'll have all of it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate that. Like all the videos, not just this one, but this one while you're here. And we will see you soon. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Get to